Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the NYTEX Sports Center here in North Richland Hills, Texas. I'm Chet Yoder, and it's time for another exciting edition of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey Thanksgiving Eve affair as the Mudbugs welcome in, or at least I should say travel across to take on their most oldest storied rival in their 20-plus year franchise, the Lone Star Brahmas of the South Division. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Tonight, the Mudbugs have their hands full. It's their third game in less than a week. It's the Brahmas' fourth game in less than a week. Both teams riding high. The Mudbugs have won 9 out of their past 11, including 3 straight wins. The Brahmas have won 8 out of their past 10, 7 of their last 8, including 5 straight wins, rather. The Mudbugs sit currently in 30 points in third place. They are 9 points behind the Brahmas, but check this, they've played 3 less games than Lone Star. So Lone Star sits at 39 points, 6 points ahead of Amarillo in second place, 9 points ahead of the Mudbugs in third place. And then you have the Pilots in the fourth place with 28 points. The Ice Rays, who have been stumbling really the last couple of months, they're at 27 points in fifth place. And then Odessa at 16 and New Mexico at 9. Tonight, the Mudbugs have a challenge on their hands as they try not to think about the turkey, the pumpkin pie, all the stuffing, and all the great family and friends, which are going to be around each and every one of us on Thanksgiving, and focus on tonight's Thanksgiving Eve tilt. The Mudbugs and the Brahmas have done this now for a third straight year, and what fun it's going to be tonight in this storied rivalry between the Mudbugs and the Brahmas. Split their season series 1-1 so far as the two teams met on November 8th and 9th earlier this month. We'll talk to Mudbugs Associate Head Coach Rich Perrant after these messages. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Janice Watt and General Financial Advisors are excited to support our 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. Their experienced staff are ready to assist you with your tax, accounting, and financial needs from birth until retirement, including life insurance. Call Janice at 318-219-4188 and set up an appointment. Your consultation is free, or log on to gfapartners.com. We are here for you. Go Mudbugs! Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. A good old-fashioned rivalry here on a Thanksgiving Eve tilt between the Brahmas and the Mudbugs. We're joined by Mudbugs Associate Head Coach Rich Perrant. Coach, a sweep in Corpus Christi for the first time in their NAHL franchise history for the Bugs. That had to be big.
Yeah, I mean, to get back on the consistency of winning both games on the weekend, we've been kind of splitting a few down lately, so it was good, especially after the time off that we had, the 1 weekend off, that we came out pretty solid in Corpus for 2 games.
And you stayed in Corpus Christi, obviously, to practice, and then obviously you practiced here in Lone Star this morning. How has practice been on a quick turnaround getting ready for the Brahmas? Is it anything different for you and Coach Soupy just on the quick turnaround?
Well, I mean, it's fairly quick, but we had a day off on Sunday in Corpus, well-deserved break for the guys, and then practice in Corpus on Monday and Tuesday. Came here, had a good morning skate this morning, so we feel it's a short week, but we're ready to go.
Ryan Dickinson obviously suspended 1 game. I'm sure you're fortunate it was just the 1 game. Chris Hedden comes back to the Mudbugs for tonight's game. We saw him in mid-October. You liked what you saw. What does he present to the table tonight?
Well, he's a good young kid. He came in and we AP'd him early in the year, and he has a lot of great qualities that we find that we need in our defensemen. And he's a good puck-moving defenseman with good feet, and he's a really good kid. So he's going to get a really battle-tested tonight against Lone Star. I mean, they're not going to give him much time. So we've worked with him a lot today and get our systems down packed with him, and I think he should be ready to go for tonight.
Fans would be hard-pressed not to think about that David Brazil injury that happened at the NYTEX Sports Center last time the Mudbugs were there, and, of course, the former Brahma, Anton Rubtsov. Can you give us updates on Rubtsov and Brazil?
Well, Brazil, I mean, we're definitely taking the Thanksgiving break to heal up some of the wounds, but Rubtsov's been practicing with us, looking kind of good. We'll take Thanksgiving, and then we'll reevaluate when we get back home in December, and then Brazil's kind of the same way. Kind of taking that extra rest. He's been kind of slowly skating with us, so that's a good sign. And he'll take that Thanksgiving break as well to heal up the wounds, and hopefully, have them both back, when we get back home on the 6th and 7th, I believe.
Looking ahead to tonight's game, one thing that you take a lot of pride in is your penalty kill. Obviously, it's up there, and the one that's above you is Lone Star at number 1. What makes their penalty kill so good, and what do you guys have to do to break it?
Well, Lone Star, they're just a really good all-around team, and their power play is really good. So our PK has a big test tonight, and especially a couple of our D-men that usually PK for us are out of the lineup. So there's, we have that next man up mentality, and I think it's a good test for them. And their PK is, they work really hard, and you have to earn everything you get with Lone Star, and it's a tough task for it tonight.
There was debate on who you were going to go with in net tonight, just given it was a Wednesday tilt. You're used to, obviously, the Friday and Saturday tilt. You're going to go back with Mason Balboa, and this is a big game for him at the NYTEX.
Yeah, I mean, like both our goalies have been great for us, and after talking with Coach Soupy and I, and we just kind of evaluated, we said let's just keep the rotation going, and so that's what we end up doing. And it's a Wednesday tilt, but you got to win games in this building, and if you want to move up the ladder in the standings, we definitely it's a one game take all tonight. It's not even a weekend, so I think Balbs will be up for the task. He's played well for us this year, so it's just another challenge for him.
Both teams playing a heavier load in less than a week. Brahmas playing their 4th game in less than a week. Mudbugs obviously playing their 3rd game in less than a week. What do you need to see in the first period to give you that good sign that good things are to come?
Well, we need to jump out of the gates. We have to jump out of the gates, get them early, skate, make them work for everything, finish our checks. Don't make anything easy for them. So that's pretty much our game plan coming into tonight.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Chet.
We'll have more after these messages on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram pregame show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Janice Watt and General Financial Advisors are excited to support our 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Their experienced staff are ready to assist you with your tax, accounting, and financial needs from birth until retirement, including life insurance. Call Janice at 318-219-4188 and set up an appointment. Your consultation is free, or log on to gfapartners.com. We are here for you. Go Mudbugs! Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Welcome back into the NYTEX Sports Center. Now time for the Scuba Ventures starting lineups. First for Dan Wildfong's Lone Star Brahmas, associate head coach Ryan Therios. At left wing will be number 52, the always dangerous Joey Bias. At center will be number 7, Thomas Daskus. And on the right wing will be number 11, Eric Huss. On defense will be number 76, Patrick Ozels. And on the right side will be number 58, Mitchell Digby. Getting the start in nets, he's been talented, and just a hair behind Mason Balboa is number 30, Ludwig Persson. He's 12-2 with a 1.55 goals against and a .933 save percentage. The Gothenburg Sweden native, has been tremendous between the pipes for Lone Star. The Scuba Venture starting lineups for Jason Soupy, Campbell's Shreveport Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perrott. At left wing will be the Russian Bear, number 22, Timofey Koklachev. At center will be number 8, Jacob Smith. And on the right wing will be number 24, Gio Procopio. On defense will be number 29, Alexi Girard. And on the right side will be the Georgia native, number 4, Davis Gockler. Getting the start in nets from Colorado Springs, he's been talented, 6'3", 200-pounder, number 35, Mason Balboa. For Balboa, he's 7-4 with a 1.54 goals against and a .947 save percentage. His 1.54 goals against is just behind Richie Perrant's 1.36 goals against as a 1-2 punch for the best goals against, or rather 951 save percentage. They got the 1-2 best save percentages in all of the North American Hockey League. But for Balboa, this is a barn that has given him perennial troubles. And he's going to try to lift those demons and come up with a big win tonight. And he knows how important this game is on the eve of Thanksgiving. Those are your Scuba Venture starting lineups for all your scuba needs. Go to 231 Mount Zion Road in Shreveport or log on to scubaventures.com. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Tantrum Hair Design LLC. Get the best haircut in town at Tantrum Hair Design LLC at 3806 East Texas Street in Bossier City. Ms. Dina Ducote, Kirby Rogers, and their friendly staff will get your head on straight. Just call 318-742-7613 and make your appointment today. The Mudbugs will enjoy Thanksgiving weekend off and then be back at home for a start of an 8-game homestand. Most of 99.9% of December, the Mudbugs will be at home at George's Pond and Hearst Coliseum, and you want to join us. December 6th and 7th, the Mudbugs take on the New Mexico Ice Wolves for the first time in Shreveport. And get your tickets now at 318-636-7094. It'll be a lot of fun as the Mudbugs are getting ready for their Renee's Run Cancer Awareness Weekend. And they'll be obviously auctioning off those Renee Run jerseys after Saturday's game. Once again, 318-636-7094 or log on to mudbugshockey.com and be a part of Mudbugs Hockey as we want you here with us. Now we ask that you please stand and rise for tonight's national anthem. Here from the NYTEX Sports Center, it's the Mudbugs and the Brahmas, and I'm Chet Yoder. So glad to have you with us. A beautiful rendition of tonight's national anthem. Lights are back on and we're ready to go. Mudbugs will skate from left to right. Balboa to my left, Person to my right. You always get scared with the Thanksgiving Eve tilts because obviously your mind's on turkey, your mind's on stuffing, your mind's on the pie, your mind's on the family and friends that are going to be around you on that special day tomorrow. But obviously the business is at hand, and I know Coach Soupy addressed that this morning with his team. He was not very happy with He wants to keep his team focused, and he wants to light a fire on them because he knows how troublesome this barn is, especially in that first period with the way the Brahmas feed off that home crowd. A lot of Mudbugs fans making the trip, not as big as usual, but still a good number as I look across from me. And, of course, I waved at a few fans during the warm-ups. We have a couple of ceremonial puck drops. Of course, without the captain, David Brazil, Matt Weber decided to sign up for the honors. You rarely see Matt Weber smile. He's very much all business, except doing ceremonial face-offs. He brings out the best in him. He is usually game-faced and ready to go, very focused week in and week out, day in and day out. A big shout-out to the Webers tonight, tuned in from Pittsburgh. Glad to have Miss Debbie and Mr. Ken with us. I'm sure we'll be seeing them at some point later on the season. We've seen them a couple of times this season already. It's very impressive. We've only had 2 homestands, and we've seen them each the last 2 homestands. Mudbugs 4-0 at home, and they'll try to improve on their road record here. It'll be Jacob Smith and number 7, Thomas Daskus for the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram opening puck drop. Here from the NYTEX Sports Center. Face-off 1 there by Smith. Played back around, now poked at toward the net. There by number 52, Baez goes wide of the short side. Kept in there by Ozels. Now Daskus plays it in deep. Now along to the near corner. Good work there by Baez. Now picked off there by Gockler, and Gockler will whip it around the far side corner and all the way down to the neutral zone it goes. Ozels gives it away. Bad pass picked up there by Koklachev. Koklachev rumbles his way in but loses the biscuit in the process. The Brahmas blue line has it now to my right. We're underway here in the first period, brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Ogles will angle it in off the far side boards behind Balboa. Now it goes into the near corner. Settled down there by number 21. I'm looking for it. Number 20 by Mikaklos. Or rather, that was number 11, Huss. Now around that near corner. Now to the near side there. Procopio will pelt it out of the zone. Picked up there by Ricard. Ricard with Waltman on his tail to the near corner. It goes to Bilkey. That's Cole Bilkey. Will bank it off the far side boards, and that'll be Chris Hedden who's able to hammer it down the length of the ice, and it'll go down for icing. We saw Hedden back in mid-October, and we had to bring him up after the loss of Ryan Dickinson. The Mudbugs now have -3 blue liners. Dylan Peters, Ryan Dickinson, and David Brazil all out for various reasons. But, of course, with the help of our Director of Player Personnel, Miss Sam Hunt, we have Chris Hedden with us, and we're glad to have Heddy with us, as we like to call him in the locker room. Face-off battle at 1 there by DiCarlo. That's Drew DiCarlo. Quick wrister there from the left point is blocked, and a nice left pad stop made there by Balboa on a shot from the right point there by Brennan. Played up ahead there to Nattyshak. Nattyshak from the far circle, trying to get around the stick of Martin, but a nice poke check there by Martin to keep the stick puck off his stick. Now off the near side half wall. Martin will mail it back out to center. Good hip check along the back of Hedden as smacking it off the near side glass and back out to center there is Metcalf. Puck now barreled back in there by Martin into the Mudbug zone. Settled down there by Nattyshak. He gives it away behind the cage of Balboa. Along to the far corner it goes. Picked up there by Roof. Roof lined up with DiCarlo and Dylan Smith. Puck played off the near side boards. Too far there for Visbelis. It goes in deep. Weber on the task. Now along to the near corner. Lone Star now will ladle it back out to center. Kicking it around a bit there is Metcalf. Now bumped off the puck along the half boards. Visbelis tries to grab it. And the puck now picked up and circled back is Ozels. And he'll shovel it on over to Digby. Digby back to Ozels. Good pace to this one. Off the stick as the puck trickles into the Mudbug zone of number 12. That was C.J. Walker. We remember C.J. Walker. He's the guy who laid the hit on David Brazil that has him out of action. Of course, C.J. Walker very apologetic after the hit. He did send text to the captain apologizing for the way that went down. Now along to the near corner. McClacos comes in along the near corner. Rubbed off the boards there by Oregon. Getting help there from Witherspoon. Puck now wheeled around, back up top now. Bilkey holds the zone. Bilkey tries to settle it down, tripped up a bit there, was Witherspoon onto the hands of Will Strom. Now played back out to center, caromed off the near side boards, and in deep it goes into the Brahmas zone. Now Witherspoon trying to get around the stick of Bilkey. That's a tall task. He settles it down now along to the far corner. 3 minutes gone by here in the first. Loose puck picked up there by Daskus. Daskus trying to pitch it out of the zone. Now he plays it back along the inboard, stolen away there by Sherino. Sherino now goes around the corner. He's got Fetchko lurking through the slot, but the pass was a bad one, and Lone Star has it, and Lone Star will dump it back into the Mudbug zone. Now to the far corner it goes. The California native, that's Metcalf. Played up ahead there. Big burst of speed. Here comes Smith the drive. Weather shot there. Whistle just wide. From the far end there, it was Koklachev trying to punch it home. Now along the near side, here comes Brennan. He's got space. Quick wrister. Nice pad stop made there by Balboa, and he'll cover up on the hot potato. Balboa being tested early with a couple of tricky shots. Brennan had some space from the near circle, and Balboa's one of those guys that needs to make that save early, settle down. He's always got some nerves in him a little bit, and those are excited nerves, very understandable for number 35. And he's able to make a couple of nice stops. Big shout out to the Balboas tuned in tonight from Colorado Springs, Miss Ann and Mr. Bryan. Glad to have them with us, along with many family and friends tuned in from lovely Colorado Springs, which I heard has a blizzard around the corner. Now along that far side, punched around along that right point. Waltman trying to grab it. Hedden now will lead it back over to his blue line. Along to the near side there to Miller. Miller couldn't pick it up. Kept in there by Brennan. Brennan to the far side. Martin a shot. Blocked in front there by Waltman. It goes to the far corner. Waltman can't grab it. Martin throws it toward the net. Blocked off there by Hedden. Now through the near circle. Quick wrister there. Is blocked there by Stenil. Now along to the far side. Miller tries to grab it, gets held onto a bit. Waltman has it. Waltman now will throw it back over to Hedden. The new Mudbuck along to the near corner. Kissed off the near side window. Kept in there by Ozels from the left point. They'll fork it back in behind the cage of Balboa. Blocked off there was Miller, but Hedden has it. Hedden leads it back up ahead. Nattychak couldn't grab it, so he's trying to knife it in. Stolen away. Ozels at the end of a shift. He has it from the near circle. Quick wrister glove save. Made there by Balboa, and he'll hold on to it as we are 4:45 into the Generational Financial Advisors first period. No score. Generational Financial Advisors, your proud corporate partner of our first period. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Face-off battle at one there by Shreveport. Metcalf gets a good body in front and stolen away. Ozels has it from the left point. Quick shot off the face of number 14, Dylan Smith. Now along to the far side, now to the right point, played up ahead. Quick wrister there by, I believe, Guerra gets blocked. Another shot there by Digby is rattled around into the near corner. Kept in there by Dylan Smith. Now stolen away there by Weber. Good body on this one as it's smacked off the far side board. Steele on pursuit. Garrett Steele, who played football up to his sophomore year at high school, eventually gave it up. He was a free safety. I just learned this last weekend. Quick wrister. Good stick involved there by Gockler on the stick of Roof, and it gets the protective netting. Big shout out to the Steele family. Glad to have them with us from Chelsea, Michigan. Of course, Garrett Steele, one of the guys the Mudbugs brought in about a couple of weeks into the season. When Anton Rupsoff went down, they knew they were going to need some help at forward, and Garrett Steele has been an excellent addition, if I say so myself. Face off to the right of Balboa. One there by the Mudbugs. To the far side. Hammered off the far side boards. Stolen away now as Max Borst bangs it on net. And it's a stop made there by Balboa as he comes out of his goal mouth to make the stop. Balboa, one of those guys who always likes to get a feel of that puck early. Very relaxed. One of the more goofier guys on the team. He prepares himself like it's another day. It's another day in paradise. He's just a very happy-go-lucky guy, and we love I love having him. Just a great spark and great motivator. Along to the far side now. Tied up there is Fetchko, trying to get the puck out along the far half wall, deep into the Mudbug zone. Played back to Gerard. Gerard now will kiss it off the near side window. Played up ahead. Here's Fetchko. He's got it. He's got Shrino and Spoons, or Witherspoon rather, lurking. Played back up top now. Gerard to Gockler. Gockler throws it toward the net. It deflects off the stick of DiCarlo, and it gets the protective netting behind Person. Face-off battle at one there by Lone Star. Now played around to the near boards. Quick shot there by Hedden, and what a glove save made there by Person as Hedden was trying to find the top shelf. A windmill stop there by Person. And that was a dandy from the Gothenburg, Sweden native. Boy, Hedden had all space, and he got every bit of that shot. Person robbed him. Now to the near corner. Played back to the right point. Metcalf now will just pop it back into the near corner. Smith tries to grab it. Now gets held onto a bit there by Brennan along that far corner as the puck finds the protective netting. And we will get a break in the action. Mudbugs trying to get a substitution here. And they will get one in. Tonight's officials for the evening, Quinn Schaefer, your leader referee, Alex Berard, and Michael Miggins, your linesman tonight. Glad to have a good crowd on our broadcast tuned in. We're very thankful for all of our wonderful fans and supporters. We cannot do it without you. Since Thanksgiving's right around the corner, I always feel like I don't thank you guys enough, and our fans are the best in the league, and I'm not just saying that. It shows at George's Pine and Hurst Coliseum, which the Mudbugs will spend plenty of time in the next month. Miller has it along the far side, played up ahead there to Nattyshak. Nattyshak with a burst of speed, nails it toward the net. It goes wide, picked up there by Waltman. Waltman whisked it in, but it's picked up there by the Brahmas blue line. Now burst of speed, Stenell. He'll steer it into the near corner of the Mudbug zone. Lone Star is fast. They are loaded with talent. And the Mudbugs have it now. Nichols to the near side to Metcalf. He'll carry it off the near side. Wall's picked up there by Ozels, and Ozels will rifle it back in to the Mudbug zone. Quick wrister there by Dylan Smith, gets blocked. Puck squirts out free, back out to center. Ozels re-enters the zone. They get on onside. Thrown up ahead through the slot. Ooh, pinballed around off the stick of Organ for the Mudbugs. Now behind the cage, Metcalf. Good stick tie up behind the cage. Organ has it. The Toledo, Ohio native. Played up ahead there to Steele. Steele now 2-on-2. He's got Weber. He'll lead it in. Stopped there by Person. Now to the far side. Digby dings it back out to center. Good check there by Gockler. Steele has it. Steele's shot ricochets off the stick of Miklakos as the puck now is checkered back into the Lone Star zone. Played back into the neutral zone. Gerard will let it go. Big burst of speed. Here comes Vizbelis, a backhander and a glove save made there by Person. Coach Soupy likes that, though. Vizbelis used all his energy to come around that near circle, get the puck on net, and Coach Soupy will take offensive zone faceoffs up the wazoo. He wants to load that up. Does not mind innocent lobs toward the net. Doesn't mind those simple shots to make their goalie cover it up for a faceoff. Those are wins in Coach Soupy's book. Faceoff one. Fetchko, a shot off the initial faceoff win for the Mudbugs. Gets blocked. Now behind the cage. Sherino can't grab it. Witherspoon along that near corner. And now tied up along that corner. Sherino's there. His buddy Witherspoon's there trying to dig it out. Sherino's there. Boy, puck's still stuck along the walls. Now Gockler has it, throws it toward the net. Oh, in a ricochet direction and went wide of the far post Lone Star has it now. Back the other way. Here they come 2-on-2. Maybe 3-on-2 as Huss has it. Huss gets checked hard off the puck there by Fetchko along the end boards. Fetchko has it. Fetchko now will flip it up ahead there to Sharino. Sharino slides through the stick of Daskus along the far side. Spin around. Quick shot there. Oh, by Witherspoon. And a stop made there by Person as he fought it off on his shoulder. Miller re-enters the zone from the near side. He has it now along the near corner. Behind the cage he goes. Miller trying to drop it off there to Prokopov. Quick wrister there. Stick save made there by Person. Hedden now has got to get in position back as Lone Star is going to possess the puck. That's Ricard. Ricard, trouble handling it. Daskus there. Good steal there by Prokopov, showing a lot of moxie there. And now around the near side, here comes Miklakos trying to get around Hedden. Good speed there by Hedden to steal the puck. To get back to off the far side boards and back out to center it goes. Big shout out to the Hedden family. Tuned in tonight from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Glad to have the Hedden clan with us. Behind the cage now of Balboa. Whipped around the far side boards and down the length of the ice. This should be icing on Shreveport, and it will be. And you could sense Coach Rich Perrant's disgust. He wanted them to wave that off, and then those are close. With 9:49 to go here in the first period. Shots 4-3 in favor of the Mudbugs. A big happy birthday goes out to Billy Fetchko's grandfather, who turned 80 yesterday. Happy belated birthday. He is tuned into every broadcast of the Mudbugs, and we appreciate that very much. So big shout out to the Fetchkos, of course, Mr. Joe, Miss Melissa, little sister Gabby, alongside, of course, Grandpa Fetchko. Glad to have him with us. Off the far side boards, 80 is a nice round number, and we'll keep it going. Waltman cannot get the puck out. Now to the point, kept in there by the always dangerous Matthew Guerra. Intercepted. Here comes Waltman. He's got Natty Shack lurking in front of the cage. Nichols is there too, along to the near corner, tied up along the walls. Boy, Lone Star loves to stall it along the walls. That's how they try to wear out their opponents. Along to the near side, squeaked out there by Digby. Digby throws it toward the net, intercepted there by Metcalf. Loose puck now goes down, was Nichols. Now gaining the blue line from the right side there, spun around there. Oh, goes down there is Metcalf, and we got a whistle. And it looks like a penalty's coming up. The California native drew it. Looks like a checking from behind infraction. It's going against Lone Star. The Lone Star door is opening up. And we will see the best PK in the business. That's the Lone Star Brahmas get to work, and the Mudbugs power play unit's got to get better. The numbers, Lone Star number 1 in the league at 91.8%. A break in the action. We'll tell you all about it after these messages. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Janice Watt and General Financial Advisors are excited to support our 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Their experienced staff are ready to assist you with your tax, accounting, and financial needs from birth until retirement, including life insurance. Call Janice at 318-219-4188 and set up an appointment. Your consultation is free, or log on to gfapartners.com. We are here for you. Go Mudbugs! Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Welcome back into the NYTEX Sports Center. The Mudbugs will have their AEP SWEPCO power play on the ice as they are ranked 19th in the league, just over 15%. Of course, Lone Star, number 1 in the league at a 91.8 conversion of kills. They have been unbelievable. And, of course, the Mudbugs, number 2 right behind them for the best top 2 PKs in the league. And that was obviously a very, very big key to this game was the special teams. And the Mudbugs have a chance to make, of course, Matt Guerra pay as he is now sitting in the box for 2. Guerra always a thorn on the Mudbugs side. Face-off, battled, won there by Lone Star, and Lone Star will spit the puck all the way down the length of the ice. Slowed down there by Balboa. Girard has it. Girard to the near side. There to Miller, back to Girard. Played up ahead there to Smiley. Here comes the Philadelphia native. He'll flip it in behind the cage there for Person. Wheeled around now to the near corner, kept in there by Miller. Miller has it. Miller now will drop it off there to Girard. One-timer there by Miller, and a nice left pad stop made there by Person from the right point. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. Played back. Oh, trouble handling it there with Sherino. Sherino will hold the zone. Played off the far side boards. Kept in there by Smiley. Smiley from the far circle. Now behind the cage. Smiley still has the puck. He possesses it now. Played up top now to the point there to Miller. Now to Girard. Girard from the point to Sherino. Sherino tried to get Witherspoon through the slot. Intercepted there by Roof. And now from the far corner, Huss trying to create trouble. And now a tie-up along the far half wall. Sherino holds the zone, though. Sherino tried to play it back up top. Intercepted there by Huss. And Huss will lob the puck down the length of the ice. Wholesale line change for both teams, special teams units. Down to 45 seconds left on the Swepco power play. No score with 7:35 to go here in the opening frame. Dropped off there to Fetchko. Fetchko throws it to the far side. Oh no, it missed everybody, and the puck is backhanded back out to center. Gockler will grab it. Gockler dropped off there to the Alaska native. That's Smith. Smith now comes around the far side, dropped off there to Gockler. Gockler to Smith from the far corner. Smith now tries to spin off his man. Intercepted. Lone Star has it. Can they squeak it out? No. Girard holds the zone. Girard now to the far side there to Koklachev. Touched up to Gockler. A one-timer. No, he faked. Now pinballs around, and the puck is thrown down the length of the ice. And that'll just about do it. Mudbugs were able to get some zone time, just could not get much quality chances. The only one coming from Miller on a slapper from the right point. Back to full strength. Mudbugs get one shot on that man advantage. Shots 5-3 in favor of Shreveport. Now scooted along into the Brahmas zone. Picked up there by Digby. Mudbugs 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Picked up there by Brennan. Brennan has it. He'll glide up the ice from the far side. Dish it on over. Smacked on net from center ice there by Baez. And Balboa wants to cover it up, and now pushing and shoving behind Balboa. Balboa seems uninterested, and apparently the refs feel the same way as number 35 does. 6:26 to go here in the first period, brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Mudbugs will see about more than half their team go home for Thanksgiving. Of course, it'll be a little bit of a thin bus ride home, but I'll be on that bus along with a handful, more than a handful of players. But I'm not going to lie, I'm going to miss some of the guys over the weekend. About 4 days off. Played back up top now, kept in there by Bilkey. A blast, tipped on net. Oh, it almost beat Balboa, but he handcuffed and made the stop, and now pushing and shoving and opening and closing fist there was, I believe, Stenil. It was Stenil and Metcalf who were getting tied up along to the left of Balboa. It was Stenil starting to wail away. Boy, Stenil, a big body. And he's not afraid of anybody. And guess what? Neither is Metcalf. Metcalf from Southern California, he knows how to hold his own. Big shout out to the Metcalf family tuned in tonight. Glad to have Mr. Morgan and the rest of the lovely Metcalf crew with us. Yeah, the only penalty is going to Stenil. And it's a roughing infraction. Well, Stenil had a couple of close fists. He kept going. Metcalf did not want to fight. And I think that's what led to only Stenil going in. And you see Dan Wildfong now starting to get enraged with the official. Dan Wildfong lobbying for them to even it up. I don't blame Dan Wildfong for that, but it is not going to be the case. The Mudbugs are going to go right back on the man advantage. What a huge opportunity here for Mudbugs hockey. And these are opportunities you cannot pass up in this building. Shots tied 5-5. Balboa made a nice save, by the way, which got clouded because of Stenil and Metcalf going at it. He handcuffed a save in his armpit off a redirector in front. Want to give a big shout-out to former Mudbug, Brendan Van Sweden, tuning in tonight. Glad to have our Robertson Cup champion forward with us. Of course, along with his lovely girlfriend, Miss Hannah. Glad to have old Swedes with us. Always good, yeah. You know, I'll miss that deep voice. We miss a lot of Swedes as the puck is laced down the length of the ice. To the near side it goes. Witherspoon to the far side there to Sharina. Puck smacked but not out. Kept in there. Sharina from the right point. Played around to the far circle. Nick Miller, a whipper. Oh, and it redirected just wide. Gerard now able to guide it in. Back up top. The Miller, a slapper. Blocked in front. Oh, boy. And Person makes the save as he had big old Smiley in front of him. Face-off won there by Lone Star. Along to the far side. Puck pitchforked all the way down the length of the ice. Slowed down there by Balboa. To the near side there to Gockler. Played up ahead there to Smith. He gains the blue line from the far side. Now Smith, trouble handling. He blew a tire. Stayed with it though. Boy, what stick handling there by Smith to keep the play alive. Now behind the cage, battling for it there is Fetchko. Along to the near corner. Mudbugs trying to settle it down, play back to the point. Gockler now to Gerard, back to Gockler. Gockler camping around the point. He has it, he waits. He dipsy-doos now, played over to Fetchko, back to Gockler, back to Fetchko. Fetchko now to the far side there to Gerard, back up top to Gockler. Gockler now to Gerard from the far side. He has it along the hash marks. Delves back in there to Koklachev. The Russian Bear spins around there to Smith, couldn't handle it cleanly. Gerard now along the far half wall, digging it now out of the walls as Roof now able to put his stick in front. Now played out free, and we got a penalty coming up. It's going against Shreveport. Tripping is the call, and it's going against Smith. And Smith with that very interesting mustache gets called for a tripping infraction. I might say it's interesting. I didn't say it didn't look good. I mean, Jacob Smith can pull off a mustache better than I can, or most of us can. So it has been a mustache kind of craze in that Mudbugs locker room for the Movember. Face-off battle at one there by Shreveport. Miller. Trouble handling behind the cage of Balboa. He has it. 4-on-4 hockey now for 15 more seconds on this no Swepco power play, but it's going to be now a first-choice personnel penalty kill, and Lone Star's 6th-ranked power play will be up against the 2nd-ranked PK for the Mudbugs. 3 seconds, Mudbugs have it. They'll work it in. Good job there by Hedden as we're down to 90 seconds left now on Lone Star's power play. Dan Wildfonk's trying to scream out to his guys, we're now a man up. Oh, puck given away. Miller has it. Down to the near side as the puck now is fired toward the net there from all the way down there by Hedden. Of course, we saw Hedden for a cup of coffee in October. He stayed with the lovely Watt family. Stenil gains the blue line from the left side. Lone Star trying to set up shop. Black up top now to Brennan. Brennan at the point. He waits. Brennan out. Waits. Goes over to Ricard. Ricard now. Crisscrosses. Gets in his sweet spot. He waits. And confused there was Guerra. Guerra now. The high slot. Quick wrister there. Stick save. Rebound chance. Another save made there by Balboa. A bevy of humanity. And Balboa makes the stop. The net comes off its mooring. Boy. Chaos in front of the Colorado Springs native. And he stays on top of the biscuit with 3:20 to go here in the first. Coach Soupy knows he needs Balboa to be big tonight as he's been big all year. and he has been very impressive so far in this game. Hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving Eve. It is one of the popular nights for families to go out to a movie, have fun, go out to a hockey game. Obviously, you don't want to cook the night before that big feast. Mudbugs will come back into Shreveport, at least the ones who are staying, around the wee hours of Thursday morning, and 3 or 4 a.m. or so. So there will be a lot of rest for some of the players and staff, including yours truly, after tonight's haul. Face-off one there by the Mudbugs, and Metcalf able to slice it back out to center. 25 seconds left on this Brahmas power play. From the far circle, trouble handling it there. Metcalf gets a good stick, and now Waltman has it. Waltman waits, and Waltman able to spit it off the near side boards back out to center. Good spin job there by Waltman. Oh, boy. Changing on the flyer than the Mudbugs. Garrett tries to catch him napping. He'll drop it off there to Stenhill from the near half wall. Delved back in. Stenhill has it. Stenhill waits. Fires. Save made there by Balboa as he smothers up the short side. And the penalty is over as Balboa makes that stop. And that's the best way you want a penalty to end, is right off a whistle, so there's no transitional issue, especially for the man being, or for the player being a man down, or the team being a man down. Big shout out to the Smith family tuning in tonight from Anchorage, Alaska. We saw Mr. Smith in Lone Star. We saw Mrs. Smith in, I believe it was the Showcase. Yeah, saw her for 4 straight games. It was quite a pleasure. Smith family, very well-rounded. Of course, Smith, a former teammate of Croy Evenson. Another shot there, blocker save. Oh, and a ricochets in front as Digby threw a tricky shot, and Balboa kept it out. 2.5 left here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. Played up ahead. Oh, Natty Shack tried to take it. That'll be icing on Shreveport. Mudbugs hockey tonight. Brought to you by Sterling Dental Center. My good friend Dr. Emil Janu and his wonderful staff has your next dental checkup covered. Just call 318-688-1040 or log on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. Face-off now in the right wing circle deep in the Mudbug zone. Face-off was won there by the Mudbugs, but Lone Star stole it. Along the end boards there is C.J. Walker. Walker now guides it up ahead there to Brennan. Brennan throws a lobber in front. Boy, dangerous. Played back up top now to Martin. Throws it toward the net. Stick save made there by Balboa, and he wants to shovel it back into his breadbasket to cover it up. Pushing and shoving now again. That was Miller in the fray. Miller will be going home after tonight's game to Wisconsin, Pewaukee, Wisconsin, to be exact. Rather, that was Gockler. But Miller was in the fray as well. Big shout out to the Millers tuning in tonight. We saw the Millers back at the Showcase, at least Sam Miller's little sister, along with his dad and stepmom, who made the trip to Minnesota. That was an easy trip. Mudbugs now getting outshot 10-6 with 2:06 remaining here in the first. Face-off was won there by Lone Star. They have it. Shot ricocheted off the knee of Koklachev. He wants to take off with it. He's got Miller. Oh, he threw just behind Miller's stick as he was cutting through the slot. Now, Koklachev through the slot, loses an edge, holds the zone, though. Good job there by Koklachev. Koklachev waits, throws it through the slot, ricochets back up top. Another shot there. Oh, it went just wide as Smith was trying to find the back of the twine. Good zone time here for the Mudbugs, taken there by Ozels. Ozels hammered off the walls, just mishandled there by Huss. Huss will be able to touch it. He thought it was icing, so he looked at the official. They said no. Played off the near side boards. Battling for it. Procopio, big hit there by Miller. Penalty coming up as Stenhill went down, and Miller can't believe it. I'm surprised they whistled it down, to be honest. You have to wait for the Mudbugs to touch it up if it's going to be a penalty against Shreveport. I'm a little shocked by that. It's going to be an interference infraction on Miller. And that one Boy, you see Coach Soupy, he is indignant behind that bench with a few of his players right now. That is a interference infraction on the Mudbugs cheesehead, and he'll sit for 2. And Lone Star will go right back on the power play. This is a dangerous one at the end of a period. Lone Star, 25.5% conversion rate. That's 6th best in the league. Of course, Shreveport killing off just under 91% of their penalties. The first choice personnel penalty kill back to work as the faceoff is to the right of Balboa. Faceoff won there by the Mudbugs. Metcalf has it. Metcalf off the far side boards and down the length of the ice. Great period here for Metcalf. Played there by Person as we're down to a minute left in the period. Here in Lone Star, they do not let you know when it's a minute left, so you got to keep an eye out. Along to the near side. Blowing a tire a bit there is Guerra. Stenill's in there. He'll guide it back up top to Brennan. Held on to there by Ricard. Back to Brennan. Back to Ricard. Ricard waits. He shovels it on over to Garrett. Garrett now from the near circle. Back to Brennan. A shot goes wide of Balboa from the far side. Now back to Garrett from the near half wall. He'll lead it back up top to Brennan. He'll level it across there to Ricard. Ricard waits. He'll delve it into the far corner there to Daskus. Back up top to Brennan. Brennan waits from the high slot. Quick wrister. Blocked there by Metcalf. From the far corner it goes. Played there by Garrett. Down to 15 seconds left in the opening frame. And now kicked out. Good job there by Nichols. And one last rush maybe for Lone Star. 50 seconds left on the power play. 5 seconds left in the period. Wines fires toward the net. Ricocheted right off the back of Gerard. He doesn't see it, and he shoves it out of trouble. Boy, you could give the coaching staff a heart attack on that one, as Gerard did not know where the puck was and did not seem all too worried about it either. 43 seconds remain on the penalty to Miller. No score. Shots 10-6 in favor of Lone Star. The Mudbugs effectively weather the storm, and I think that's got to feel good if you're Coach Soupy. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food Pharmacy First Intermission Show. We'll talk to Mudbugs forward Matt Weber after these messages. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada & Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter, like a child custody case, or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada & Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or visit them online at defadapi.com.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. Mudbugs in Lone Star here on Thanksgiving Eve. We're joined by one of my favorites, one of our better grinders on the team, the guy who works so hard day in and day out, Mudbugs forward Matt Weber. Websy, thanks for the time. We'd appreciate you coming on.
Yes, thank you.
Webbs, just talk about how this year's been going for you so far.
It's been going pretty good. Obviously, I have a few bumps I need to work on, but all in all, it's a pretty good season for the team right now.
Has your game changed from last year to this year?
Obviously, you try to make changes every year, but this year I'm trying to play more offensively. So I need to bump that up a little bit, so we'll see how it goes.
Have you let that frustration grow at all with you, maybe just not getting the amount of points that you would like to?
Not really. I don't try to let it show that much.
You know, one thing that you do well is the penalty kill, and that's been one of the best in the league. It's second right now, right behind Lone Star. Rich Perron's been working well with this unit. What have you seen from this PK unit that has been so well?
We just run the system as Coach Rich wants us to do it, and we probably the hardest working PK in the division right now.
You know, last weekend in Corpus Christi, there was that 5-minute major. Ryan Dickinson got tagged with a game ejection. Big swing in the game, 5 minutes. It's obviously got to be taxing, but boy, that was momentum shifter, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. When the boys call off a penalty like that, it just changes the whole game, especially for the team all around. Like, it just gives all the boys some momentum boost. And then obviously for Corpus, it's like obviously like they still have to keep going, but when we get that boost off that 5 minutes, just no stopping us.
We're talking to Matt Weber here in the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You committed to Bentley after the Robertson Cup championship year. How long was that process, or how long did that process take? Was it quick, or was it something that was kind of long-standing, just so people can get an understanding of how that works?
I talked to them throughout the whole year I was in Shreveport, my first year, and then I visited in June, and then I committed a week after.
What stuck out about that program that you like so much?
The program, I just feel like it's growing a lot, especially with the prospects going in and the coaching stuff that's there right now. It's a great team, and I feel like we can be a top 20 team in the next few years.
It's obviously a big-time school. Have you thought about what you're going to study yet?
Yeah, I'm going to probably study it either in marketing.
Okay. Is that something that you've had an interest in?
Yeah, I've had an interest in it for a while now, and then I probably just going to decide to go in marketing this year.
Perhaps sports marketing somewhere down the road?
Possibly, depending.
We're talking to Matt Weber here in the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. How much discussion do you have with the Bentley coach now? You've been obviously committed for the last couple of years. Is there just constant communication, constant updates? Can you just talk about kind of that timeline?
Yeah, I mean, like it's more of when like they're here, I talk to them, and then obviously you have communication off the ice, but they just want me to play my game and not worry about it.
Other players who are looking at Bentley, is that something where you can kind of help them out, maybe talk to the coach or talk to the player and kind of give them a better layout?
Yeah, definitely. I've been helping out a few of the guys that I've been chatting with them, so just telling them about the campus and stuff.
Webbs, you're back with Miss Sue, only you. How's that experience been going? It's your second year with her.
It's great. Sue obviously cooks every night. You know, it's quiet sometimes, but it's always great when you're with Miss Sue.
What's the favorite thing that she cooks?
Probably meatloaf.
Okay. Are you a big chocolate milkshake guy? Because I heard she makes a mean one.
She does make a lot of good chocolate milkshakes. I'm not huge onto them, but yeah, she does make a good one.
Working now here with the Mudbugs, you worked with Carla Ziernis, Robertson Cup year. This is your second year with Coach Soupy. Is there anything different that you've seen now in these 3 years with Shreveport, with Coach Soupy and Rich now running the helm?
Yeah, I mean, Soupy's definitely been a good head coach for the past 2 years. Obviously, first year last year, made a far push in the playoffs. And this year, you could tell that he's been learning from his experiences, and he's being a little bit more hard-nosed than the team needs that, especially this year.
This year, obviously, trying to make a run. You got Lone Star ahead of you. When you think about Lone Star, you've been in quite a few battles with them. What makes them so good?
Just they're well coached. Obviously, every team in this division is well coached, so you never can take any team for granted. But when you're just playing against Lone Star, it's just, there's been a rivalry since we've been in the league, because Carlos and Wildfang played against each other, and then Soupy knows them as well, and then it's just a coaching battle and a player battle. No one really likes anyone when they're on the ice, and it's just great experience for the boys.
You're from Pittsburgh, but one thing that you've told me is that you're a Washington Capitals fan. That does not go over well in Pittsburgh, does it?
I mean, there's a lot of Cavs fan in Pittsburgh, surprisingly, but I mean, I've just liked them ever since I was young. Me and my brother always liked them, but I don't hate Pittsburgh. Obviously, I'm from there. I watch their games. I love the team.
Is there an NHLer that you kind of model yourself after? I know a lot of guys watch a lot of NHL games. Is there a guy that you model yourself after?
I try to model myself after like Patrick Hornquist or TJ Oshie, those two players.
And being from Pittsburgh, chocolate's a big thing. I was able to get some chocolate from your mom and dad last time they were here. Are you big? Do you eat the big? Is that a big scene? The Hershey scene there?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not like huge on chocolate, but like,
what's your big sweet?
Chocolate covered pretzels from Sarah's Chocolates.
So you're not a big chocolate guy, but you like chocolate covered pretzels. We're talking to Matt Weber here in the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. Before I let you go, obviously you're part of that Robertson Cup championship run first year. What would a second one mean to you?
It'd be awesome, especially with this team this year. Just very tightly bonded, and there's a lot of 99s in this team. We're just gonna make a good push for them.
Webbs, thanks for the time. We appreciate the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information. The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show, joined by one of my favorites and an important piece to our broadcast and the Shreveport Mudbugs corporate partner, Jerry DeFata from DeFata and Associates. Mr. Jerry, thanks for the time. We appreciate you coming on.
Oh, we appreciate you having us.
Just talk about everything that's going on with DeFata and Associates. Everybody knows, what it's all about. Just talk about how's business been going and where are we at?
Business is good. The private investigative industry is always up and down, but we do some things that help stabilize it. We do a lot of preventive investigative services for businesses. But we've also, starting in January, so this year we've gotten involved in being able to do remote extraction, cell phone analysis, and spyware scans. And that's something a lot of people are interested in.
What is that exactly?
So obviously, cell phones nowadays, there's so much spyware and tracking other, viruses that can be put on a phone just like a computer. People are concerned about their phones being hacked, privacy issues with their phone, calls being monitored, texts and things. So we're able to come to them, and within a couple of hours, we scan the phone, make sure all the privacy settings are correct and nothing's been compromised and there's no spyware that's been installed.
We're talking to Jerry DeFata from DeFata and Associates here in the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. What are your favorite kinds of cases, and what are some of the things that you don't like, and maybe just a little more of a grind for you?
Doing surveillance is always, insurance cases and things. That is, although it's a lot of companies' bread and butter, it's what we do the most of probably. Sitting in your car for 8 to 12 hours is tough. And I've gotten older and I don't have to do that anymore. So when it comes to what I like the least, surveillance may be it. And What I like the most is I personally specialize in employee theft things, where we go in and interview employees, sit down, try to figure out who did it. And I find it challenging to get people to confess. I'm fairly good at it. I also enjoy teaching, going into companies and helping them establish better policies and internal controls. That's something that I really enjoy. The employee theft, anti-fraud type investigation are my favorite. And for me personally, the least favorite would be surveillance.
So with tax season, I guess essentially right around the corner, is this some of your busiest time?
Yeah, it can be. A lot of people are doing inventories. A lot of businesses do an annual inventory every January, and they realize, hey, we've got a lot of stuff missing and don't have a clue where it went. And they call us, we can come in and do an investigation and help them figure out what they need to change and identify who took what what they've lost.
They've heard the contact information from me before, but the easiest way to get in touch with you?
Easiest way is probably go to our website, defadapi.com, and then, or just call me. Our number's listed on the website. Give me a call. If I'm not in the office, it rings straight to my cell phone. So I'm always available unless I'm asleep.
Aside from that, I don't know when you sleep because you have so much involvement also with Shriners. Shriners Hospital did a weekend here earlier in the season. I thought it went well. Just talk about your involvement in that. Obviously, that means so much to you and your family.
It really does, Chad. I've been involved with the local Shriners, El Caribe Shriners, since about 2010. And it's something that my whole family has gotten involved in. Obviously, Shreveport is the home of the first Shriners Hospital. Shriners Hospital treat children, regardless of the family's ability to pay, for any kind of orthopedic, burn, cleft lip, cleft palate, pretty much any issue that involves a child's ability to, get around and just be a child. And it's a great feeling to be able to help put a smile on a child's face. And we really appreciate everything the Mudbugs do to help the hospital. So that's something I'm passionate about. I guess you could call it my hobby. When I'm not working, I'm usually doing shrine stuff.
Oh, it's awesome. And then the Mudbugs' involvement with the Shriners now has been going 3 years strong, and it's going to keep going for years to come. Lastly, before I let you go, your daughter Amber DeFada, one of our regular anthem singers, I have to ask, where did she get the pipes from? Was it from dad or mom, or was it something she developed from a young age?
It certainly was not from me. Her mother probably sings a whole lot better than me, but she by far is the best singer in the family. She's been in choir most of her time through school, and just something she developed a passion for and enjoys, and does quite well.
Yeah, we appreciate her on the ice doing our anthems. A live anthem, I think, brings out that much more energy, especially before game time. I would agree that a lot of people enjoy it.
I totally agree. I enjoy a live anthem no matter who's doing it, and I know she really enjoys being able to get out and do it. As you know, she's a huge fan and also very passionate about the Mudbugs.
That's Jerry DeFada from DeFada and Associates joining us here, and thanks for the time, and of course, thank you for the continued partnership and support. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you. Look forward to continuing.
We'll have more after these messages on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back into the NYTEX Sports Center here in North Richland Hills, Texas. It is a scoreless affair. Sam Miller will sit for 43 more seconds on the first choice personnel penalty kill. This second period brought to you by DeFata and Associates, Investigative and Risk Analysis Services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to defatapi.com. Mudbugs in this period will have the long change for both teams, and the Mudbugs will skate from right to left. First thing is so important to kill off these first 43 seconds. I always thought it was a little unnerving to start a power play or start a period on the power play. It is tough to kind of get set up a little bit. And that's a break for the Mudbugs in this instance. Shots 10-6 in favor of Lone Star. It's been kind of an up and down first period. Both teams had their chances. Of course, both teams unable to cash in on their respective power play chances. The puck is dropped, and it is won there by Lone Star as they'll ladle it into the Mudbug zone, but they come in off for an icing call. Boy, that is not going to make Dan Wildfong none too pleased. Of course, as Rich Perron giving Sam Miller instructions on where to go once this 36 seconds expires. And I think he just told him to join the rush. They like to call Sam Miller Shooter McGavin. He is a happy shooter. He's got a goal back in Corpus Christi. There's a shot there by Oregon, now kept in there by Visbelis. They'll park it back over to Metcalf. Metcalf now to Oregon. They're going to kill off some more clock, and the puck is whipped up ahead there to Weber. Weber now tries to handle it, stolen away there by Guerra. Guerra has it now. 20 seconds left on this penalty kill. Oh, what a check there by Weber, and Weber able to whistle the puck down the length of the ice. Down to 10 seconds left now as Miller ready to get out of the box. Opening minute of the second brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Lugged into the zone. DeCarlo throws it up ahead, blocked there by Nichols. And the penalty is over. Miller on to the rush. He'll join it. And Lone Star comes up empty. They're now 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Puck now punched back out to center. Taken there by Digby. Digby rattles it off the near side boards. Gerard tried to steer in that near corner there for his partner Gockler to grab. Gockler now to the far side. Mudbugs have 3 blue liners right now as Miller still on the rush as he got out of the box. Now along that far corner, kept in there by Martin. Martin to Digby, throws it toward the net, wide. Rebound chance, score! And Balboa left the far side open, and Lone Star's on the board first. It's Dylan Smith from the far circle that beats Balboa from the far side. It is Dylan Smith from Digby and Ozels, and the goal comes at 1:21, and that's a tough goal for Balboa to give up. It just took a fortuitous bounce onto the hands of Dylan Smith, and he knew what to do with it. A 1-0 Lone Star lead. To the near side there to Hedden. Now thrown dangerous up around now. Koklachev to Miller. Down to the near corner, picked up there by Miller. Now lugged in, Miller throws a roller on the net. Now the puck saucered back into the Mudbug zone. 1-0 lead on the goal from Dylan Smith. As Smith gets, I believe, his first of the year. I'm going to get the official call in just a second. The goal comes at 1:21 of the second. Smith's first from Digby and Ozels. As the puck now is laced down the length of the ice and touched up for icing on Lone Star. Mudbugs have to be careful. This is a very dangerous spot that Lone Star likes to go on runs. And they have got to make sure to keep their heads in the game, hold their composure. They have come back from deficits in this building before, especially in their last game against them. Puck now played out of the zone. Metcalf will carefully play to Oregon, and Oregon will just shake it back in to the Lone Star zone to the left, to my left. And now played ahead. Metcalf going to go grab it back into his own end. And now played from the top of the point. Lone Star controls the zone. Back to Ozels. Quick shot blocked in front as it goes into the near corner. Played up ahead to center. Trying to steal it there is Sherino. Taken back up ahead now to the far side. Here comes Guggens. Thrown across. Nice stick in front. Back the other way. Here comes Sherino. He's got some space along the near corner. Sherino makes a dance move. Throws it in front. Hits the side of the post. Shot goes. Gets knocked off. It's Morgan. The Mudbugs are robbed of a goal. As Witherspoon able to poke that puck home. But the net gets knocked off, and now Coach Soupy up in arms, as he is livid toward the official. Boy, another net gets knocked off. This was the controversy that filled the second period on November 9th between these two teams, as both teams were arguing goals that were allowed, and this one not allowed. And I think Coach Soupy wants to know what the difference is. It was Dawson Sherino who scored a power play goal when the net got knocked off its mooring back on November 9th. It would have been Witherspoon's goal, but right there on the call was the lead referee. That was Quinn Schaefer who made the call. Big shout out to the Brazil family tuning in tonight. Glad to have Miss Kate and the lovely Brazil family with us. Of course, David Brazil hopefully will be back in our next homestand, and Coach Soupy getting his money's worth now into the officials, and he is done lobbying his case. Still a 1-0 lead for Lone Star. Face off to the right of Person. Battled one there by the face. Oh, by the Mudbugs. Oh, Waltman throws it toward the net from the slot, and an easy glove save made there by Person. He saw it the whole way. I think Waltman wanted to get more on that. That was a bouncing puck. Just missed the sweet part of his stick. Big shout out to the Waltmans. Glad to have them with us from South Bend, Indiana. Miss Gail, Mr. Dave, and the rest of the Waltman siblings, which is a tall order of brother and sisters. Gerard off the initial faceoff win, throws it toward the net, blocked. Waltman now along to that near corner, has it. Waltman now back up top. Gockler a ripper, redirected just wide. Nichols now to the far corner, delved back in there for Natty Shack. Good check there. Waltman tries to stay with it. Tied up now, played around in the near corner it goes. 1-0 lead for Lone Star. Now chipped away. Natty Shack back up top. The Gockler thrown toward the net. Blocked in front there by Smith. And now to the far side, DiCarlo able to crank it back out to center. Gerard, a little two-step along to the far corner he goes. Works it into the zone. Along the inboards, battling, grinding. Mudbugs trying to get a shot on net. Nichols has it. Nichols back up to the far corner there to Gerard. Gerard playing in deep, and now puck turned over there by C.J. Walker, but he can't poke it out. And then now Gerard after secondary, or rather Walker on a secondary attempt, able to poke it out. Hedden played to Vizbellis. Vizbellis to the middle of the ice. Oh, Steele gave it away. Turn right over there. Will Stromp now. Stromp will saddle it in to the far corner. Oh, no, quick shot. Save made there by Balboa. Boy, a 3-on-1 and surrounding Balboa. Mudbugs get out of dodge. To the far side there to Steele. Steele along the inboards. Puck now just popped back into the Lone Star zone. Mudbugs down by 1. Miller gets thrown around, spun around. Oh, Steele trouble handling it through the neutral zone. Puck now pinballed back over to Hedden. Hedden, the Kalamazoo, Michigan native, trying to spin his way around and yanks it back out to center. Good job there by Hedden. 14:20 remaining here in the second. Brahmas 1, Mudbugs not yet on the goal from Dylan Smith at 1:21 of the second. As Lone Star comes in offsides. Face-off now comes up at center ice, rather. A break for the Mudbugs. Thought it was going to come outside their blue line, but it wasn't. Face-off won there by Lone Star. And steered into the Mudbug zone there by Daskus. They always change dangerous. Thomas Daskus will be a teammate with Balboa at Air Force next season. Now chiseled back out to center. To the far side it goes over to Bilkey. Bilkey blasts it back into the Shreveport zone. Organ back behind the cage to Metcalf. Metcalf spins it around. He'll teeter it over to the near corner. Puck now wedged along there to Procopio. Procopio will muscle it in to the Brahmas zone. Koklachev back up top to Metcalf. Metcalf takes a bouncing puck. Koklachev a ripper. Glove save. Rebound chance covered up there by Person. Boy, Koklachev looking for chances and now pushing and shoving as we got a scuffle as Smith was getting messed with and Koklichev did not like it, so he had to get in there and start cleaning a few bodies up. 13-32 remains here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. It is a 1-0 Lone Star lead. Mudbugs trying to win their 10th contest in their past 12, which would also be their 4th in a row. Brahmas trying to win their 8th in their last 9, which would be their 6th in a row. Which their one loss in that 7 out of 8 rather, came out of the hands of the Mudbugs. Quick wrister there. Oh, steered aside there by Person off the initial faceoff win there by Shreveport. Now to the far side it goes. Guerra led up across. Spun back now. Here's Stenil. Gets run over there by Smiley. Now tangled up and out of the far corner. Here's a chance back the other way. Oh, Sherino mishandled, kept in there. Oh, redirected toward the net. Stick save made there by Person off the heel of Brennan. Could have been a self-goal, or own goal rather. And now pushing and shoving. Gockler starting to get frisky. Along there with Stenil. And icing was called on Lone Star. That'll give us a moment to let you know about Renee's Run Cancer Awareness Weekend. Next weekend, December 6th and 7th, back at George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. The Mudbugs will welcome in the New Mexico Ice Wolves for the first time to Shreveport. Get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Those Renee's Run jerseys will be auctioned off after Saturday's game, so be sure to be ready for those, and they look absolutely fantastic. Face off now to the left of Person. Deep in the Lone Star zone. Mudbugs trying to tie this baby up. Face off one there by Lone Star. Mudbugs have not been a high-scoring team, but they can get on streaks. Puck now whiskered back up top to center. Heading now. Able to love tap it in to the Lone Star zone. Mudbugs trying to forecheck. They cannot as Guerra leads it across there for Roof. Roof grabs it onside. He works it in that far corner. Big check there as Miller throws his man down. Now off the near side boards, back out to center. Picking it up there is Ricard. He'll rattle it over to Bilkey. Now stolen away. Mudbugs trying to create trouble. Poke check there by Natty Shack. Natty Shack in pursuit. Spun around there by Digby. As he spins Natty Shack off, now thrown back out to center. Waltman couldn't do much with it. He comes off for a line change. Back into the Lone Star zone, through the neutral zone. Played off the stick of Hedden. Hedden grabs it. Hedden now pops it back out to center. Picked up there by Digby. Digby along the far side will just loft it back in to the Shreveport zone. Flag down there by the Mudbugs blue line. They have it along the far side. That's Hedden, the newcomer. Or the newer comer, rather. He has seen some action for the Mudbugs. Newbie. Now back to the point. Metcalf to Oregon. Oregon a shot. Oh, what a save made there by Person as he rolled to the short side and smothered it up. When I say newcomer, I mean the newest guy added to the team. Of course, this is his second stint with the Mudbugs. Hedden looks a lot older than his age says he is. He is 17. He can pass for a 20-year-old if you ask me. He looks very mature for the way he's built. Face-off one there by Lone Star. Off the far side boards. Bounced back out to center. Metcalf, whoa. Body starting to fly along the half boards. And now spun around, kept in there by Walker. Walker throws one toward the net, it goes wide. Martin a shot, stick save made there by Balboa, and he'll get the protective netting with 11:18 remaining here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. It is a 1-0 lead for Lone Star. Face off, one poke toward the net. Balboa will make the stop, and now we got a whistle. Now to the far corner, a little nudger goes wide of Balboa. Now off the far side boards. Oh, and that puck steered just wide of Balboa. Off a shot there by Huss. Huss now grabs it. Huss again, backhander. Oh, steered aside again there by Balboa. Pressure here by Lone Star. Mudbugs a little sluggish back in their own end. Off the near side boards as the puck cue balls back into the Brahmas zone. Brennan has it in front of his own cage. Thrown across as Huss advances it in behind the cage of Balboa. Dask is trying to grab it. Kept in there. Oh, what a hit! Getting his bell rung was, I believe, was Borst into the far corner. Dodging a check there was Chirino as Ricard was trying to level him. From the far side now. Quick wrister! Off the glove of Balboa, back out to center. Now to the far corner there to Miller. Miller has it along that far corner. Thrown in front. Hedden is there behind the cage. In front of the cage, rather. Played up ahead there to Miller. Play and led just across there for Fetchko. Fetchko will grab it. Fetchko thrown back up top, and Hedden couldn't hold the zone. That pass was had a little too much gas on it. Oh no, a bad bounce. Poked up ahead. Guerra. Oh, what a stick check there by Nattyshak as he saved an odd man rush. Nattyshak has looked really good tonight. Nattyshak comes across the ice. Here comes the Toledo, Ohio native. Nattyshak coast to coast. Nattyshak through the D. Nattyshak stays with it, and he gets spun down. And Nattyshak's hurt, and I think he drew a penalty. Great work from the Toledo, Ohio native. It's a holding call, and it's going against Mr. Smith, the man who owns the game's only goal. Warren Nattyshak with great work from coast to coast. Might have learned that from his dad, former NHLer Mr. Mike Nattyshak, who spent a nice time in Quebec playing for the Nordiques. A break in the action. Mudbugs go on the Swepco power play after these messages. 1-0 Lone Star. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Welcome back into the NYTEX Sports Center. Mudbugs will have the Thanksgiving weekend off and then head back home, a place where they have not seen in a while, for 8 straight at George's Pond and Hearst Coliseum. I know our fans are looking forward to that, and it'll be a fun weekend, December 6th and 7th. We will have Painting the Ice for cancer patients and survivors on December 4th. From 12 to 8 at George's Pond. With your $20 donation to a cancer organization, you get to go on the ice and paint a name. I think it's a great cause. We did it last year. It was fantastic. Names can be seen during Cancer Awareness Weekend on the 6th and 7th. I have certainly lost a handful of family members due to cancer, and it's never an easy time, but I'll certainly put a couple of names on that ice myself. 12-8 on December 4th. And it is just a great thing the Mudbugs do. And it's a top-notch organization putting that out for the fans. As Balboa comes out of his cage, Mudbugs on the Swepco power play, trying to get this baby going. Gerard has it through the middle of the ice. Gains the blue line from the near side. He'll whip it around the far corner. Smiley has it. Smiley tackles it down over to Sherino behind the cage. Witherspoon's there. Mudbugs trying to get this baby set up. Boy, Stenil in the way. It is a log jam behind the cage of Person. Now spun back, and Garrett can't get it out. Gerard waits. He fires it toward the net. Stick save made. Another shot. Oh, trying to get around the bevy of players in front, and the puck is taken back out to center. Long change for both teams. Mudbugs have a minute left on the man advantage. In the box is Dylan Smith. It's for holding. Intercepted. Huss has it, and Huss will skitter it back into the Mudbug zone. Now to that far corner. As the puck now laced down the length of the ice. We're down to 15 seconds left. Dan Wildfong screaming out instructions here for his league's best penalty kill. Koklachev will just tap it in, down to 5 seconds left, and this power play is going nowhere. Because the league's best penalty kill is doing an outstanding job as Digby able to dig it out and clear it down the length of the ice. Mudbugs come up empty again. 1-0 lead on Lone Star. Under the skate of Waltman, it goes down for icing. Down to 7:01 remaining here in the second. Shots 14-11 in favor of Lone Star. Face-off battle at one there by Lone Star. Digby on over to Strump. Strump couldn't get the puck through. It was blocked. Miller now grabs it along the far side. Along that far side, Mudbugs trying to dig it out. That's Koklachev trying to get it out of the zone. Didn't know where it was. Miller's got it. And Miller along the near side will throw it up ahead there to Nichols. Nichols will drop it over to Metcalf off the stick and steered in there by Waltman. Mudbugs got to get something going. They're only down by 1, but 6.5 remains here in the second. Miller pokes it along, blocked back out to center. Nichols to Metcalf, up across center, as he will checker it in. Natty Shack, who looks good tonight, along to that far corner. Gets roughed up a bit there by Borst. Tried to steer it up ahead. Kept into the zone there by the Mudbugs off the near side boards. Metcalf pinches the zone. He'll push it in behind the cage of Person. Mudbugs trying to get something here. Waltman behind the cage. He'll play it ahead. Kept there to Natty Shack. Natty Shack along the near corner. Stays with it. Over to Nichols. Nichols trying to find the far corner there to Smith, who had open ice. Or rather, that was Organ. And the pass couldn't get through. Back out to center. Organ re-enters the zone. Back up top now to Natty Shack. Natty Shack to Metcalf through the slot. Save made. Rebound chance. Thrown in front. Oh, point blank chance, and it was stopped there by Person. Boy, the biscuit was just lying right in front of the 5-hole of Person. Mudbugs trying to poke it home. They couldn't. Back out the center. Natty Shack's got it. Or rather, Daskis back the other way. Quick wrister. Nice left pad stop made there by Balboa. Penalty coming up now to Shreveport. It's going to be a slashing infraction. It's going against the Mudbugs. Boy, the Mudbugs had all kinds of chaos presented in front of Person, and he stayed cool to keep it out. It'll be Steele in for 2. Slashing is the infraction. Face off to the left of Balboa. This is a critical juncture in this game. Mudbugs once again finding that scoring in this barn is a hard task once again as the puck hits the protective netting for a break in the action. Mudbugs once went on a span in the Robertson Cup year of 216 minutes without a goal in this barn. 300-plus minutes in the regular season without a goal in this barn. It has been a house of horrors perennially for Mudbugs hockey. They're only down by 1 in this game. But a big first-choice personnel penalty kill here. It's a cozy crowd here on the eve of Thanksgiving. I want to thank all our corporate partners for all their support that they have given the Mudbugs every year in their existence. Not only this year. Thank you. Yeah. Each and every one of our corporate partners, you deserve the best. And thank you for partnering up with Mudbugs Hockey to make it an unbelievable experience for the both of us. Face-off one there by the Mudbugs, and yank it out of the zone there is Waltman. Less than 5 left here in the second. 1:35 remaining on Steele's slashing infraction. Baez works it into the zone. Fanned on the clearing attempt there was Miller. Played back up top now. Martin has it. Martin throws it toward the net. It goes high. Gets the high glass. Kept in there by Ozels. Ozels now in deep there to Daskus. Back to Ozels from the point. Ozels has it. Now to Baez from the hash mark. From the near hash mark. He takes a U-turn back. Puck now poke checked away there by Nichols, but still into the Mudbug zone. Huss now spun around. Dangerously in front. Mudbugs have it, and they'll be able to knock it out of the zone. Coach Soupy trying to get a quick switch here on the long change. He does. Steered in there once again there by Guerra. Heaton along to the far side. Poked up ahead there by Weber. Weber now with Vizbelis. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Blown a tire there was Weber. Oh, boy, what a bad time to go down as Vizbelis was feeling it around the far corner. Now to the far side, just touched up, tripped up there was Stenil. Penalty looks like it's coming up against Shreveport. Pushing and shoving. Boy, I thought Stenil went down a little too easy if you ask me. But the hand went up. Now they're just going to call. They're just calling an icing here? Not sure what transpired here. Some jaw jacking going on. Of course, Guerra's in the middle of it with Metcalf. Metcalf uninterested. Sounds like a date I would go on. They're usually uninterested. Metcalf not partaking in any conversation that Lone Star is presenting. And you just don't want to get caught up in the smack talk that Lone Star wants to get you in. I thought there was a penalty coming there. It was just an icing on Lone Star. That's fortunate news for Shreveport. Face off to the right of Person. Mudbugs a man down. Face off one there by Lone Star. Ozels has it behind the cage. They'll toss it on over to Martin. One last rush here on the man advantage. 15 seconds remain on it. Baez has it. Circles the ice. He's got to take a U-turn back. He's waiting. To the far corner it goes. Over to Huss. Huss now leads it across. Stolen away there by Metcalf. Metcalf could not get it out. 1 second. Penalty is overthrown toward the net. It goes wide. Steele out of the box. He joins the rush. 5-on-5 hockey. Great work by the second best penalty kill in the business. Touched up there by, no, it wasn't touched there by Daskus, and it's an icing on Lone Star. 3:04 remains here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. It is a 1-0 edge in favor of the Brahmas. The South Division leading Brahmas, who are up on 9 points on Shreveport. Of course, they have played 3 more games than Shreveport. But you just think about these chances when you play head on. You want to take advantage. Looks like Lone Star was trying to get a substitution. They cannot do that on an icing. Boy, Baez killed off some time there to get a breather. Wait a minute here. Oh, I think they're trying to get straightened out here as Guggens was originally not on the ice. Boy, Dan Wildfong might have got away with a substitution there. I think the officials forgot. Usually one of those linesmen keep track of that. Every coach gets away with it every once in a while. Now whacked at there by Steele along the left point. The puck now saucered back into the near corner. Smiley goes to chase it down. Now pinching the zone there is Gockler. Gockler does a good job of tying it in along that far corner. Gockler stays with it. Battling for the loose puck, taken there by Lone Star along to the near side. Puck now lobbed up in the air. Caught and batted down there by Gerard. Tripped up. Oh, no. I thought they were going to call Steele. They didn't. Gerard has it. Dan Wildfog screaming for a call. Along to the far corner. Smothered up there as Smiley has to take it back into the neutral zone. Smiley there to Heaton. Chris Heaton along to that near corner. Can't get around his man. Heaton now stays with it. He pokes it along, kicks it around that near corner, getting hipped over to Smiley, and now taken away there by Guggens. Lone Star owns the puck with 2 minutes left in the second. 1-0 lead in favor of the home team. The only goal from Dylan Smith at 1:21 of the second. Played back up top, waits, fires toward the net. Glove save made there by Balboa as Ricard powered one on net from the left point. 1:47 remains here in the middle frame. Mudbugs continuing to struggle to score goals in this building. It has been a historical struggle in this building to do just that. Tonight is no different. The Mudbugs are going to have to grind one out. Face-off battle at one there by the Mudbugs. Shoved aside there by Balboa along that far corner. Heaton's on it. Heaton now cannot get the puck out. On over to Bilkey. Bilkey couldn't handle it. He'll twist it into that near corner. Guerra's in there. Hassled with there by Smith on his tail. Waltman's there. Waltman will touch it up. Couldn't get it out, though. Just kept in there by Smith. Smith will saddle it around the near side. Thrown in front. And it was blocked. And now Waltman back the other way at the end of his shift. Banks it off the far side boards. Up ahead there to Nattyshak. Nattyshak comes around the far corner. Waltman will stay with it. Long shift for these guys. Nichols along there with Nattyshak. Boy, Nattyshak doing some dirty work down low. Along the far half wall, trying to kick it back. There was Miller. He couldn't. Now Oregon's got to come back to grab it. Less than a minute to go here in the middle frame. It's brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Lone Star 1, Shreveport nothing. Oh, boy, cross-check. Nattyshak might have got away with one. Oh, hard hit upstairs, and Nattyshak starting to jaw back at Bilkey. Off the far side boards, back out to center. They're letting them play a little bit as Brennan lugs it into the zone, swung toward the net, rebound chance, blocked in front. Now backdoor. Mudbugs can't get it out. Digby will ring it into the far corner. What a hard check as McClockos went down. Digby now pinches into the zone. Puck stolen away there by Oregon, and Oregon skyscrapes it back out to center. Held on to a bit there with Sherino. Mudbugs trying to reset. Metcalf enters the zone. Metcalf through the near circle. Backhander there by Witherspoon, and he whistled it wide as the net comes off its mooring with 7 seconds remaining here in the second. I think that faceoff will stay in the Lone Star zone. I think that's what Coach Soupy's trying to figure out. Shout out to the Witherspoons. Glad to have them with us from Metamora, Michigan. The lovely Miss Kathy and Mr. Mark with us. I'm sure we'll be seeing them in the near future in December. Shot 17-12 in favor of Lone Star. They have a 1-0 edge. Face-off one there by Witherspoon. Fetchko back up top. Gockler a shot. Stick save made. 2 seconds left. Mudbugs trying to throw it toward the net. Tied up along the far corner. And Sherino could not squeeze it out of that corner. And that's where we stand as the buzzer sounds for the end of the second period. Shot 17-13 after 2 periods of action in favor of Lone Star. The only goal from Dylan Smith. The assists came from Digby and Ozels at 1:21. It's the only goal. Brahmas 1, Mudbugs nothing. Stick around. The Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. We'll talk to Timmy Organ, the Mudbugs blue liner, after these messages. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Janice Watt and General Financial Advisors are excited to support our 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Their experienced staff are ready to assist you with your tax, accounting, and financial needs from birth until retirement, including life insurance. Call Janice at 318-219-4188 and set up an appointment. Your consultation is free, or log on to gfapartners.com. We are here for you. Go Mudbugs! Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show here in Lone Star as we're talking to one of my favorites, the guy that is always happy, aw shucks, kind of happy-go-lucky kind of guy, Mudbugs defenseman Tim Organ. And Timmy, thanks for the time. We appreciate coming on.
Yeah, no problem, Chet. I really appreciate you asking me to talk, and I'm looking forward to it.
Talk about last weekend series in Corpus. I don't know if you knew this, but the Mudbugs swept Corpus Christi in Corpus Christi for the first time since they began this NAHL run in 2016. What did you see? You got the playing time in there, and you had to jump in there, kind of a run and gun after Dylan Peters went down, and just talk about the series.
It was a good series. Corpus put up a really good fight. They're a really good team. But I just think that, the guys, we've been getting a lot closer. Just being on the road so much early on in the year, it's a lot of time to be around the guys and to grow together and become a lot closer, and it helps on the ice just with everything. And I think that really played a key role to in our success last weekend. And I couldn't be – it was very, very happy to come out of there with 4 points, and it was one of those things that we needed it to get the ball rolling right before the break.
Talk about what it's like. I mean, you've now played 3 games this regular season. Obviously, you'd like to play more. I mean, what is going on through your head each time you're obviously working hard, busting your hump, trying to get into that lineup, and you're not cracking that door down?
I just have to stay positive. A lot of stuff happens. I mean, as you see, I found my way through some injuries, and those are the opportunities you have to take advantage of. As a guy that hadn't played too much in the past, you learn a lot from sitting up there, and you can help out the other guys. Go in the room and let guys know what they need, either to work on or, something they can do better. And that really helps me, I think, when I got my opportunity this weekend, that definitely helped me to adjust a lot quicker, just from watching the guys all the time. So
When you got the chance on Friday, was there an immediate call to your parents?
Yeah, my dad and I, we stay in touch, every day, and or at least we try to. Sometimes I'm a little bad with that, but we try to stay in touch, and I let him know, if I am or if I'm not, and we talk a lot, just to help me stay positive. And I got my opportunity, and yeah, I did reach out to him, but they were very excited for me. My parents were very excited for me.
Was there any thoughts, because you maybe wanting out or going to another team where you'd have maybe more playing time? You see other players do that, and I'm not disrespecting or judging anybody else. Was that ever going through your head? I mean, it had to be, didn't it?
To a certain degree, I feel that this group of guys, it really helped. Just the 25, 27 guys that we have down here. They helped me when I wasn't playing. I mean, they kept positive around me, so it helped me, just to stay positive around them. If I didn't have that, I think so. But I really like it down here. I really love the group, the style that we play, and I just really love being a part of this organization. It's a great organization to be a part of.
We're talking to Timmy Organ here in the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. Where did you play last year, and how did you come to Shreveport?
I started out the year in Toledo, and then I ended up in Detroit playing for CompuWare. And then I reached out to Warren Nattyshek, who I've known for a very long time. 4 years old, I've known Natty, so it's been a very long time. We've been friends through grade school, high school, and I sent him a text and said, hey, would you mind reaching out to your coach? And so he did. Coach Soupy reached out to me, invited me to main camp, and from there it's history.
Warren Nattyshek's a big gamer. Are you?
I will admit, I played a lot when Natty was down here and I was back home last year, but rooming with Anton, that I'm pretty busy with that kid, so I'm not in there. I'm not in Natty's room playing Xbox too much because our Xbox are in the same room, but yeah, it's not as bad as him. He likes to play Xbox, but he's always working hard though.
People misconstrued Anton Rubtsov as being a quiet guy, but we see a little bit of a different side of him, don't we?
Yeah, he can come off as a very self-conceited, very quiet guy, but once you get him out of his comfort zone, you don't know what's coming out of that guy.
How's it living with Miss Joanne? Obviously, you're with Anton Rubtsov, and of course, your longtime friend Warren Nattyshek. Miss Joanne, obviously, one of the staples of this Mudbugs organization. She's been here inside and out since we began.
I love it. I mean, she cooks really good meals, the food, and I mean, coming home, we can throw any requests, and usually it's on the table in about an hour, 2 hours, so it's really nice. And the fridge is always stocked with stuff to drink, so I mean, she does really well. Even taking care of the team too, not just us three. I mean, with the booster club and everything, we're really good. We're taken care of very well, I should say.
You guys joke around with each other? Because I know she likes to play a little, get a little smart with you guys.
Yeah, here and there. When it comes into time to take in the groceries, for sure. There's times where we're going back and forth about it for a little bit, but it's all in fun and games.
You grew up in Toledo, Ohio. I've asked Natty this. I assumed you guys were all Ohio State Buckeyes fans. He shut me down. He's not a Buckeye fan. Are you a Buckeye fan?
I'm not. I live right over the border in Michigan. So I was born in Toledo. I moved when I was about 4 years old, but I still went to grade school in Toledo, high school in Toledo. So I grew up in Toledo, but I am a Michigan fan. Okay. I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan.
And your relationship with Nattyshek doesn't just stem with you, it also stems with your families knowing each other.
Yeah, so my mom actually taught his brothers and sisters at elementary school, taught Natty K through 8, and then we ended up going to the same high school together. So we've known each other for a very long time. We were really close, and I think coming down here, it's a crazy experience, crazy story to tell. I mean, I've known him since I was 4 years old, and now we're here playing hockey together at the age of 19, 20. So it's pretty crazy, but it's unreal.
We're talking to Timmy Organ here in the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. So you lined up with Sam Miller, obviously very talented. He's made his stops in the USHL. What was it like playing with him?
It was fun, and it was also very eye-opening. To play with a guy like that, he's always in the right spots, and it kind of, it makes you become a better player, because you know that if he's going to be supporting you, then you've got to support him. So it makes you think a little bit quicker. And just watching Millsy and playing with Millsy, I mean, you can pick up a lot of things from. He's a really solid defenseman, really solid, and he makes his impact in the offensive zone, makes his impact in the D zone, and he's just fun to play with. I always feel safe with him back there with me. Sure. So all love to Millsy. It was a very solid 2 games out of him, and I felt like it was a good time. So.
Also, you had a tense moment. Ryan Dickinson gets the game misconduct penalty. Obviously, he's out. You're riding 5D. You're spending more time on the penalty kill. You got a 5-minute major. Obviously, a key junction in that game with a packed house. I mean, talk about what's going through your head. This PK, second in the league now. Yeah, so I mean, we killed off a few penalties earlier on, and the 5-1 comes up, and we see Dickey skating off the ice. We all look at each other like, hey. You gotta play with what you got. I mean, you gotta go out there and play the game how you would if you had 5 or if you have 7. So we have a very strong mentality, bulldog mentality as a D-corps. We're always, ready to go. So I mean, cutting it down to 5 was definitely a little difficult, just with the heat and the rink and everything. But we made it work, and we came out of there, and stuff happened. So it was a eye-opening moment, but hey, we got it done. So you're looking at colleges, obviously everybody's talking about. Is there any kind of specific college that maybe you look towards something towards home, or does it even matter? Not necessarily. I mean, I want to keep playing. I love the game so much that I just want to play competitively 4 more years. Yes, it would be awesome to be near home, but if I'm not near home, I'm not complaining. I mean, I want to be playing at the highest level I can, so not really, no specifics. You have this sense of humor, this kind of great, fun-loving personality. Did you get that from your mom and dad growing up? Yeah, and I just honestly, I mean, it's just one of those things. I don't think you've ever had a bad day. Yeah, I ever see Tim Morgan, obviously everybody else's day brightens up. Yeah. I mean, I like to stay positive. I mean, I've gone through a lot, just with hockey and everything else, and there's no reason to really get upset. Yeah, there's times that you're going to be hard on yourself. It might be a teaching moment, but I don't necessarily think there's any reason to ever get truly upset about something, and staying positive all the time, it just helps. It just makes things go, a lot smoother. There's not any clog up. So I just try to be as happy as I can be, keep a smile on my face 24/7, and hopefully it carries on to the boys. You obviously kept a smile on your face and everybody else's face when you sang Sweet Caroline not too long ago during a shoot check session. Not only were you into it, you got the whole restaurant into it. Pretty good performance. Yeah, I was a little nervous. It took me about 10 minutes to find the song. I was trying to find my way out of it and get back to the bus, but the boys did not let that happen. And you know the rules. Yeah, at first I had it in my ear, and then I kept kind of started going with the beat and started singing a little bit louder, and the whole restaurant got into it. So it was I don't know. I thought personally it was a pretty good performance. After, I was pretty proud and got some decent ratings from the boys. So Soup Dog, as I call him, Coach Soupy, said the mustache obviously looked really good on you. The handlebars is a better look. Are you going to keep it once we go into December? I think it's time to get rid of the facial hair. Altogether? I think so. The mustache has been here since Blaine. The handlebars have been here since the beginning of November. You're going to hear it from Coach. Yeah, I need a haircut too. My hair is not usually this long, so I think there's going to be a lot of grooming being done when I head home for this break. But yeah, it's been a fun ride with them. I mean, you gotta walk around. If you can grow it, you gotta have it on your face. That's Timmy Organ, Mudbugs defenseman. Thanks for the time. We will always appreciate it, and good luck the rest of the way. Thanks, Chet. I appreciate it. We'll have more after these messages on the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back to the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. We're joined by one of my favorites, a dear friend, a dear corporate partner, a fantastic woman who basically supports the Mudbugs broadcast and the Mudbugs organization as a whole, Miss Janice Watt from Generational Financial Advisors. First of all, Miss Janice, thanks for the time. We do appreciate you coming on.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Just talk about now, everybody hears about Generational Financial Advisors. You're the first period sponsor. Just talk about everything that goes on at Generational Financial Advisors.
Okay, we have a group of people, including myself, who are all financial advisors, and then I'm also a CPA, so I offer services to small businesses and individuals and tax services. We offer retirement planning, college planning, just basically cover your life services, and we try to work with people and develop that relationship so that it's all about relationships and it's not just about the money.
Is it a little more hectic now with, I guess, tax season just right around the corner?
It is very hectic. We start out with just having to do 1099s and W-2s for the companies that we do work with on a yearly basis, and then we go straight from there into filing all the way into April and sometimes October.
What's the most stressful part of your job?
The deadlines during tax season. Just trying to, if people get their stuff in timely, and trying to make sure that I have the time and can do the job in a timely manner for them so that we're not filing extensions.
We're talking to Janice Watt from Generational Financial Advisors, one of our Mudbugs corporate partners here in the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. You do so many good things for the Mudbugs at GFA. Talk about some of the things that you love, and obviously you work in depth with numbers just past my range of thinking. Just talk about some of the things that you love about the company and some of the things that you love about your job.
Well, one, I love the fact that we're a small company and we have an office here and one in Marshall, Texas, and the fact that we do have a lot of relationships that are long-term, being generational across the family lines, which is our whole goal. So as a person is getting older, we want to make a point to work with their younger children, grandchildren, so that, you know, they understand that we are here to represent them and to work with them for all their needs, tax, accounting, financial planning, insurance, all of it. We have a good group of people, and we've all been together for at least 10 years. So it's a nice small firm, but still, you know, can offer a lot of services.
Aside from being a fantastic corporate partner, you're also a billet. This is your third year as a Mudbug billet, and you have Ethan Harrison and Andrew Jackson, two very good hockey players, and both with colorful personalities. How has the I guess the atmosphere and the experience been this year for you?
It's been different because before we only had one player, and so then they had to we had a veteran and a rookie this year, and that was interesting to see the interaction between them, especially during training camp. But they have come to know each other and their habits, and we have card games, we have, you know, a lot of different things, and just they've become part of the family.
You've been you do a lot of cooking, and I think that's one of the things that Ethan Harrison and Andrew Jackson rave about. What's one dish that has become kind of a favorite amongst the guys that you maybe you can think of?
It's something so simple. It's a chicken bite that's wrapped in bacon with brown sugar and stuff, and they can eat 4 pounds of chicken in a heartbeat.
You're also in the Claws Up Booster Club. You're the vice president. You work with Carl Phillips, and just talk about that dynamic. This is the first year that the Mudbugs have brought back the Booster Club. Just talk about how everything's kind of going and maybe some of the things that are on the horizon.
It's been a learning process for us this year. Of course, it was always going to be with you're doing the first time, and you have to see what works, what doesn't work. We have a great group of people. We have probably over 100 members. And we have tried a few things that didn't work, but we've had a lot that's going on, and I think in the future that as we have developed it, you'll see more things for sale, different just push to get some things out and help people understand, like learn about hockey rules and then stat sheets for people that had been asking for them and things like that we try to get out.
How are the holidays for you? I know that the Booster Club did a lot of good things with ornaments and had a Christmas party and the food, and obviously we're very much appreciative of that. There's so many things that go on in the holidays. It kind of seems to consume a whole month. How was it as far as from a Booster Club perspective and everything you guys wanted to accomplish?
Oh, it was great, and I think people really, really enjoyed the Christmas party with the guys and the fact that they all came in their costumes or sweaters or whatever else and just had a fun time. And, they weren't having to, they interacted with everybody, sat at the tables with them, and I think people really enjoy that a lot. That's what they're there for. That's what they want to do and support the team.
That's Miss Janice Watt from Generational Financial Advisors. We've created quite a relationship 3 years ago when this all started, and we appreciate all your support and most importantly your corporate partnership. Just thank you very much for always being there for the Mudbugs community, and thanks for the time and good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, and go Mudbugs.
We'll have more after these messages on the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Welcome back into the NYTEX Sports Center. Miss Janice Watt does so many amazing things, and we love giving her the love that she deserves. Mudbugs need some love, as they're going to have to find the back of the twine at some point in these next 20 minutes, or they're staring down the pipeline of a loss. They're down 1-0. They're outshot 17-13. Balboa's played well tonight. He has 16 saves. Person's got a shutout going. He's got 13 stops on the night. Mudbugs are down by 1, another tight affair between these two bitter rivals. After tonight, the Mudbugs will play 10 of their next 11 in Shreveport. And lots of great themes and specials, and we'll tell you about it a little later on in the third. Face-off battle and won there by Lone Star, but taken there by Gockler. To the far side, Gockler's got it. Played up ahead, but it's a bad pass, and it's Digby who grabs it over to Ozels. Ozels thrown across off the body of Smith. Smith trying to take off with it. He's got to grab it first. Now he has the biscuit. Thrown up ahead to the middle and played back carefully. There was Stenil. Digby has it along the far corner. To my right, stolen away. Mudbugs have it. Quick wrister there by Procopio. It's fought off there by Person. Along to that near corner. Play back up top. Wines fires. There's Gerard. Save made. Rebound chance covered up there by a diving Person in front of the cage. Big shout out to Miss Lisa Procopio. Gio's mom, of course, Gio the little brother of Dominic Procopio. And Miss Lisa tuned in from Grosse Pointe. Glad to have her with us as we are 43 seconds in to the Sterling Dental Center third period. Face off into the right wing circle. Mudbugs got to put more than 14 shots up across. Now to Miller. Dropped off there to Waltman. Waltman will throw it across as Heeden now leads it into that far corner. Back to Heeden. Heeden, one timer there by Miller, redirected. Oh, what a right pat stop made there by Person along the far post. Kept in there by Nichols, played back up top, and now Miller's got to go grab it through the neutral zone. Shoved to the far side, Waltman up across there to Natty Shack. It redirects into the stands, and we got a break in the action. .112 into this third period. Mudbugs have plenty of great nights coming up on this homestand. Of course, we told you about Renee's Run Cancer Awareness. We have Scalp Night, Teddy Bear Toss on December 14th at George's Ponds, where you bring a teddy bear, goes out to a good cause, and you throw them out after the Mudbugs score their first goal. It's always quite the scene at George's Pond. That's December 14th. He'll tell you about some more. Along to the near corner. Dug out there by Lone Star, back out to center. Oregon knifes it back in to the Lone Star zone. Taken there by Ricard. Ricard now has got Steele on his back. Over to Daskus. Daskus glides up the far side. Daskus now up the middle, along to the near side. He'll bank it off the near side boards into the Mudbug zone temporarily. Visbell is caught there by Metcalf and now taken there by Baez. Baez now back in his own end. Baez around the far side. Baez gains the blue line. Baez stays with it. Stolen away there by Metcalf. Rattle off the far side glass, but not out. Now whacked at. Puck now kicked into the near corner. Lone Star spun around violently. Down goes C.J. Walker, and a penalty's coming up. It's a holding infraction on Oregon. Oregon thought it was an acting job on Walker, as Walker got thrown down, and Oregon will be serving a couple. First choice personnel penalty kill will get back to work for Rich Perrott. That one might have looked vicious. Walker might have spun a bit prematurely, if you ask me. Could have called it both ways. Could have rung up both of them on embellishment. That argument was being pleaded by Rich Perrott to no avail. Mudbugs now are a man down, and they can't be any further down. Lone Star is 0 for 4 on the man advantage. Mudbugs 0 for 3. Face-off is won there by the Mudbugs, and Miller will work it around the far side boards and down the length of the ice. Good clear there by the second best PK unit in the league. Doing a fantastic job tonight. Off the far side, stolen away. Mudbugs trying to get it down in deep. Lone Star has it. That's Guerra. They always dangerous. Matthew Guerra to Brennan. Brennan dropped off there to Stenil. Stenil now will work it through the middle of the ice, and the puck is flipped down back out to center. Good job there by Gockler. Now Brennan loses possession of the puck, poked around there by Nichols, and now taking it back there is Stenil. Stenil will take a U-turn back, enter the blue line from the left. Stolen away there by Nichols, and Nichols will pop it up ahead. Here's a chance for Visbellis on a break. Visbellis fires, and he scores! Visbellis shorthanded through the slot, and this game is tied! Giannis Visbellis, it's got to feel good for the Wilton, Connecticut native as he finds the equalizer at 3:01 of the third. 1-1 is the score. Visbellis from Nichols at 3:01. Big time goal for Visbellis as he's starting to heat up. The Mudbugs at last find the equalizer, but Lone Star back on the man advantage. One-timer Fandon. Lone Star still has the puck. To the near circle, touch back up top to Ozils. Ozils to the left point. Ozils waits. What a wiring shot by Visbellis, his second of the year. Backhander, oh no! Daskus a shot, point blank save! Made there by Balboa! Game saver by number 35 as he keeps the game tied at 16:24 left here in the third. Balboa in a perilous spot, and Daskus, who loves to burn the Mudbugs, comes up empty with 35 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Remember, Oregon in the box for holding. Mudbugs trying to eat more beef. As the puck now skitters out of the zone. 28 seconds remain. Boy, Visbellis went on the break, and he just put everything into that shot and wired it past Person. There was nothing fancy about that goal. And like Coach Soupy has preached, keep it simple. Vizbelis does just that, and we're all knotted up at 1. And now back to full strength, big-time kill. The momentum shifting to Shreveport. Nichols comes up the ice. Nichols with a burst of speed. Works it around the far side. Now taken away as Lone Star has it. 15 and a half remaining here in the third. Lone Star scored with the goal from Dylan Smith. Shreveport has just knotted up with the goal from Giannis Vizbelis. Slowed down there by Gockler. Smith, who has the only goal for Lone Star, has it along the near corner. Roughed up a bit now as Nichols try to get it out. Oh, shot toward the side of the net. The net comes off its mooring. Everybody on that Mudbugs bench looking for a whistle. Digby able to ding it in along that near corner. Net still off its mooring, off the near side boards, all the way down. No icing as Nattyshak beats it out. Great work there by Nattyshak as he gets spun around, looking for a holding call. Smith around the far corner. Smith digs it out from the point. Gets some space. He'll fork it on over. Penalty coming up to Lone Star as Balboa rushes up the ice. And we'll get the whistle. As the Mudbugs will take on the Lone Star's best PK unit as Roof is in the box. Looks like a checking from behind call. Cross-checking, one of the two. Tomatoes. With 14:37 remaining here in the third. Noah Roof with the infraction. 1-1 is the score. Boy, the Mudbugs trying to find the go-ahead goal. Battle at 1 there by the Mudbugs. Gerard, one-timer there by Gockler. Save made, rebound chance. Covered up there by Person. Boy, you see the momentum. All on the Mudbugs side right now as Lone Star is on their heels. Rich Perrant trying to get his alignment straight. He looks a bit taxed behind that bench right now. Face off, won there by Lone Star, and smacking off the walls there was Martin, kept in there by Gockler. Gockler will settle it down. To the far corner it goes, and that is DeCarlo able to whisk it down the length of the ice. Slowed down there by Balboa. Gockler has it behind the cage of Balboa. 90 seconds remain on the Swepco power play. 1-1 is the score. To the near side there to Smith. Smith coming around. What a move. He gets taken down there by Huss. Quick shot there by Koklachev. Oh, what a save made there by Person. As Smith got tangled up there with Guerra. Body starting to fly. Gerard has it. Held on to a bit along that far corner there by Hush. And we got a whistle. Who's going in? It's a hooking call. I think it's going against Lone Star. Mudbugs are going to have a 2-man advantage. What a golden opportunity as Rich Perrant is going to get the board out and try to draw something up. This is a humongous opportunity for Mudbugs hockey. They're going to have a 2-man advantage for about a country mile of time. Yeah, Rich Perrant's got that board out. He's trying to draw something up. This is a 5-on-3 special. Vizbelis' goal, by the way, your State Farm drive of the game, brought to you by Ben Tolis from State Farm. Get the best car insurance by giving him a call at 318-688-1522. Boy, what a huge opportunity in this game for the Mudbugs, who just couldn't solve Person until now. A short-handed goal for Vizbelis. And we're all even, and now the Mudbugs have a 2-man advantage. Of course, the Vizbelis family tuned in from Wilton, Connecticut. Loving every bit of it as Isbell is one of those guys that was very hard on himself after not scoring a goal. And it took him a little while, but now you kind of see him start to get going. He's starting to get that confidence back, and they have got to get number 23 to do what he's doing right now. Boy, a two-man advantage for this SWEPCO power play that has been struggling of late. A chance to get the equalizer. Face off in the left wing circle, deep in the Lone Star zone. Boy, another delay, and this one is a lengthy one. Face off, battle at, wrestled down as Guerra wins the face off, and the puck is laced down the length of the ice. Mudbugs got to hurry. They got a two-man advantage. Here they come. Gockler up the ice. Thrown in deep there for Shreveport. Shreveport trying to stop it. Now thrown around to Gockler. Gockler will settle it down. Gockler now delved in deep. Back to Gockler. Gockler waits. He gets in his sweet spot. Over to Miller. Miller now in deep to Smith. Back to Miller. Back to Gockler. He waits. Now to Miller. Back to Gockler. Back to Miller from the point. Now to Gockler. Back to Miller. Miller at the high slot. Now to Gockler. Delved in deep along the far corner there. Witherspoon thrown in front. Redirected just wide. Shreveport stays with it. Shreveport looking for some space. Shreveport comes around. Oh no, a bad pass. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. They do. That's Witherspoon. Thrown. Shot. Save made there by Person. Now back up top. Holding the zone. One man about to get out. Shreveport has it along the near corner. Work back up top to Miller. Miller waits. One time there by Gockler. Save made. Rebound chance. Punched at. Whirled around to Gockler. Fires it. Save made there by Person. Game saver from Ludwig Person as he comes across the far post. What great goaltending from both sides of the ice. Gockler denied, and he can't believe it, and neither do I. He had Person dead to rights as he scrambled along the far post and smothered up the screaming shot from Gockler. Now a 5-on-4 advantage for 51 seconds. Still on the SWEPCO power play. Mudbugs got to hold their composure as the puck is chopped down the length of the ice. That's a big clear for Lone Star, and this is a big momentum shifter in this game if the Mudbugs can't take advantage. Gerard will swing it back in front of Balboa. Thrown up ahead. Heaton cannot get past across the center line. Heaton now along the half wall, or half boards, and we got a whistle. Looks like that puck came out of play. Oh, no. That faceoff is going to come. Oh, I thought it was coming in deep into the Shreveport zone. It'll be just outside the Mudbugs blue line. 25 seconds remain now on this SWEPCO power play. Shots now 20-18 in favor of the Bugs. Boy, what another tight barn burner between these two teams on the eve of Thanksgiving. Face-off one there by the Mudbugs. Miller to the near side there to Witherspoon. Witherspoon gains the blue line from the right side. He has it now along the near corner, punches it off the inboard glass. Tried to play back up top, intercepted, and Lone Star will ladle it out of play with 7 seconds now remaining on the SWEPCO man advantage. $11:51 remains here in the Sterling Dental Center, third period. It is a 1-1 game. Face-off battle at, kicked around, played back up top to Miller, but he couldn't grab it. Out of the zone, and the Lone Star Brahmas kill off a two-man disadvantage. What a turning point in this game. A squandered opportunity. And now Lone Star starting to get some power in them. Some momentum, rather. Baez, bouncing puck, picked up there by Miller. Back to Gerard. Plenty of time here in the third. 1-1 is the score. And now held on a bit there is got Gerard. Now back to Miller. To the far side there to Natty Shack. Natty Shack spun around. Up ahead there to Waltman. Waltman with space, 2-on-1. Quick wrister save made there by Person as Nichols was looking for a rebound and Gerard wired it. Boy, Gerard wants to break his stick. He did not like his shift. And he is disgusted at himself right now. .11:06 remains here in the third. It's a 1-1 game. We know these two teams have had their epic overtime bouts, one lasting 3 overtimes in the postseason. Will we need overtime to decide this one? To the near corner. Face-off was won there by Lone Star. Played up ahead. Here's a burst of speed. Spun around there was Guggens. And now behind Balboa, along the far corner, is Stenil. Mudbugs trying to laser it out. They can't. Kicked around there by Weber. Worked around to the near corner. Digby. Taken there now by Metcalf. Steered in there by Guggens. Blowing a tire there is Digby. Back the other way. Here comes Steele with a burst of speed. Here comes the free safety. Back up top. Quick shot. Save made. Rebound chance. Oh! Diving on it. Now, puck bouncing around. Back up top. Heaton a shot. Blocked in front. Heaton again. He makes the save. Person stopped it. And I don't know how he did. Oh, Heaton had a chance to break this 1-1 tie as there was all kinds of shots being thrown Person's way. And Person with a couple of magical saves to keep the Mudbugs from taking the lead. You gotta be kidding me. Waltman tried to bank it off of Person's back. He almost did that. It was just hanging on Person's back. Back spun it, spun his back. Person spun his back as the puck came out of the net. Unbelievable goaltending from Person. 10:09 to go here in the third. 1-1 is the score. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the NYTEX Sports Center 1-1 game. 10:09 remaining here in the third. Be sure to join us once again for all our festivities during the homestand, which consists of 10 of 11 at George's Pond. Renee's Run, Cancer Awareness, December 6th and 7th. Teddy Bear Toss Night, December 14th. It'll be Family Weekend and Shriners on December 20th. Of course, St. Jude will be on December 21st. Run from the Relatives after Christmas. You want to come out December 27th, 28th. We'll have lots of fun stuff. Military Appreciation Weekend is January 3rd and 4th. Special jerseys once again for that one, and those will be auctioned off after that weekend as well. Lots of fun stuff. Come on out. Get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094. Kimberly Jackson, Lauren Keith, some of the best girls in this business. They will take care of you and all your ticket needs. Of course, out of business hours, just log on to mudbugshockey.com. Battle that. Lone Star won the faceoff. Smiley's in there, battling for it. Less than 10 to go now here in the third. Person with a couple of acrobatic saves before the break. And now Lone Star comes up the ice from the far side. Here's Smith looking for a second. Quick shot. Punched out there by Balboa. Oregon put it off the referee's skate. Miller can't get it out. Roof now around that far side. And now slugged out, back out to the far side to Witherspoon. He's got Sherino. Witherspoon thrown back up top. Nobody sees it. Net comes off. As the Mudbugs were skating and they knew the whistle was going to be blown at some point. Wow. What a wild Thanksgiving Eve affair. I want to give special thanks to everybody on our Mudbug staff who does a fantastic job really behind the scenes. You know who you are. You're tuned in, and we appreciate you. Of course, I don't want to leave anybody out. There have been a lot of people who have also left this organization for different opportunities. We appreciate y'all too. I mean, you've done a fantastic job. Off the far side boards, down the length of the ice, should be icing on Lone Star, and it is. If you ask some of the longtime Mudbugs fans, who do they love to beat, they would tell you Dan Wildfong. He is obviously one of the most successful Mudbugs to come out of this organization, but he's also a thorn on the Mudbugs side. He's been tough to beat, yet the Mudbugs have gotten the better of Dan Wildfong and the Brahmas through the playoff trips. Quick wrister there, glove save made there by Person as Waltman wired one from the slot. 9:10 to go in the third. A break in the action. It's a 1-1 game here in the third. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to bayoublasters.com.
Welcome back into the NYTEX Sports Center. It is a 1-1 game. Stick around for the Raising Cane's postgame show. We'll tell you how it all happened. You know how I like my Raising Cane's. Caniac combo, everything on it. At least 10 packs of Louisiana hot sauce. I put it all into that one Cane's mixing sauce, one Cane's sauce that they give me, and I call it Chet's Clawsome Sauce. Raising Cane's, feed your hockey hunger, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Every time I go to Raising Cane's now in Shreveport, they just give me the box and say, take as much as you need. They don't want to count down 10. So I end up taking about 25 to 30 packs and I put it in a shopping bag. I love that sauce. I am Mr. Louisiana hot sauce, if you ask me. I have to put that on anything. Played back into the Lone Star zone. Play back underway. Ozels off the near side boards. Back out to center. Huss will touch it in deep as Waltman will grab it. To Gerard. Oh, no, under the skate of Nichols. Didn't expect that pass. Now to the far side to Gerard. Gerard now will stash it back into the Lone Star zone. Swung around now there by the goaltender. Played up ahead there to Bias. Bias, far side. Dask gets a shot. Save made there by Balboa as it gets blocked now. Now the rebound picked up there by Metcalf. Metcalf works it into the Lone Star zone. 8:20 to go in the third. Puck caromed off the near side boards. No icing as Metcalf will grab it. The California native behind the cage of Balboa. Played up ahead off the far side boards. Good check there by Procalpio. Puck now is soccered back into the Mudbug zone. To the near side it goes. Carefully, Smith just missed his connector. And now taken there by Koklachev. Played back up top. And just missed Metcalf's stick. Off the near side boards. And we got a whistle. Looks like an offside. On the Mudbugs? 7:44 remains here in the Sterling Dental Center third period. Seems like this game wants to go to overtime. I know both teams don't want it to. Both teams would get a point if that's the nature of the biz. Because that's the nature of the biz, rather. Face off one there by the Mudbugs. Miller has it. Miller winds, fires it just wide. Hand is up. Penalty's coming up. It's a holding call. It's going against the Mudbugs. Vizbelis looks confused, and so do I. It was somewhere after the initial face-off win for the Mudbugs. And the first choice personnel penalty kill will get to work, and this is a huge spot in this game with 7:39 to go in the third. Lone Star, who has a top 10 power play unit, taking on the second best PK unit. The Mudbugs PK unit has gotten the best of it so far. Bellis in for holding. Both teams 0 for 5 on the man advantage as we're knotted up at 1. Shots 25-18 in favor of Shreveport. Face off in the right wing circle. Face off battle at one there by Nichols. Oh no, Lone Star grabs it, and they have now possession. A bouncing puck. Settled down there by Ricard. Ricard will rattle it into the near corner. Ricard now plays it back up top. He's got Brennan. Quick wrister, stick save. Made it. Rebound chance. Balboa's got it. Couple of nice stops made there by Balboa, and he'll cover it up. Boy, as good as Person has been, Balboa has equaled the greatness from Person. Both guys battling tonight in a 1-1 duel. It's like a good old-fashioned pitching duel, if you ask me. It's always been like this between these two teams. Battle at Mudbugs, able to flip it out of the zone. And down the length of the ice it goes. Brennan will lug it up. He doesn't have numbers with him. Now thrown into the near corner. Taken there by Stenil. Stenil now will steer it back up top to Ricard. Ricard now to Guerra. Guerra from the near circle thrown. Backdoor settled. Quick wrister save made. Rebound chance tied up. And the Mudbugs clear it out of danger. And a wholesale line change here for Coach Soupy as the Mudbugs had a yawning net. And Balboa got bailed out by Gockler, who saved a goal. Big shout out to the Gocklers tonight. Tuned in from Cumming, Georgia. Miss Heather, Mr. Gockler, glad to have them with us. Gockler 1 of 4 with 2 sisters and a little brother. His little brother also plays hockey in Georgia. 6.5 to go here in the third. 45 seconds remain on Vizbelis' holding infraction. Tied up along the corner. Can Nichols get it out? He will. Nichols able to squib it down the length of the ice. Down to 35 seconds remaining. To the middle of the ice. Martin to Ozels. Ozels has it. Ozels from the near corner. Thrown backdoor off the back heel of Metcalf. Now to the far side. Worked in. Daskis. Slot. Huss. Huss has it. Thrown toward the net. Poked that. Score. It's Daskis. From the far post. He shot it out of midair. That's a tough goal and a well-deserved goal from Daskis. That's hard to do out of midair as he's able to redirect home the go-ahead goal. Daskis from Huss and Baez. And it comes at 14:09 of the third. A backbreaker for Shreveport. And the Mudbugs are going to have 5:51 to try to claw back in this game. Boy, Daskus made a nice play to redirect it home. Not much Balboa can do along that back door. That puck was not passed cleanly. It was thrown into midair and just batted in there by Daskus. That was a perfect pass. And the Mudbugs now are going to have to utilize these last 5:20 and counting to try to tie it up again. It is Daskus from Huss and Baez. Huss with really just a great play to throw it toward the net as now Sharino looks shooken up. He got back up. Sharino now along that far corner. 2-1 lead for Lone Star. Sharino stays with it. He's got Miller with him along to that near corner. Lone Star now will be able to work it back out to center. Off the far side board. Should be icing on Lone Star. It will be on the Brahmas. Shots 25-22 in favor of the Mudbugs, but they are now down 1. Mudbugs hockey brought to you by Scuba Ventures. Learn to dive and take trips to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. They offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Give them a call during business hours at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com. Mudbugs still have time. They're going to have to grind one past person again. They are down by 1 yet again to the near corner. Thomas Daskus, who loves to score goals against the Mudbugs, comes up with a big one. Miller throws it toward the net. Easy glove save made there by Person. Mudbugs got to get as many offensive zone faceoffs as they can, as they're going to try to jam one more in and try to extend this game. Of course, for Daskus, who's having a good year, it's his 9th of the year from Huss and Baez. Power play goal at 14:09. Face-off one there by Lone Star. Brennan along to the far side. Mudbugs trying to grab it. Miller winds, fires toward the net. And it is tackled down there by Person, and he covers it up. Boy, 26 saves on the night for Ludwig Person. This goaltending tandem for Lone Star just behind the great goaltending tandem that the Mudbugs have, numbers-wise. Face off now to the right of Person. Battle at one there by Lone Star. They'll grab it. Thrown off the near side window, back out to center. Poked at, Waltman has it. Waltman now stolen away. Lone Star has it. They work it into the near half. A big check there. Miller on Huss. That's your Sterling Dental Center. Big hit of the game. Off the far side boards, back out to center. Trying to poke it along off the near side boards. Here's Waltman trying to get around his man. Up the Nichols, throws it toward the net. Easy save made there by Person as that puck was redirected but slowed down for Person to grab it. 3:47 remains here in the third. Shots now 28-22 in favor of the Bugs. Mudbugs looking for some late game heroics in a barn that has given them a few of that. Of course, they saved their season with 1:40 left in regulation in Game 5 last year. Nobody will forget Carson Nichols' equalizing goal. Oh, face-off one, quick shot there by Witherspoon. Pad stop made there by Person along to the near corner. Played out free. Lone Star's got it. They come up the ice to my left. Quick wrister. Save made there by Balboa, and he wants to hold on to it. That was thrown from a long range there by Roof. And now pushing and shoving in front of Balboa's grill Boy, Roof trying to egg the Mudbugs into taking a stupid penalty, and the Mudbugs cannot budge here with 3:36 remaining in the third. Supi trying to get a substitution here. He cannot now. Face off in the right wing circle to the left of Balboa. Face off battle at one there by Lone Star. Oh, what a hard check. Now back into the Mudbug zone. Oh, no. Penalty coming up, and that's a backbreaker. It's going against Shreveport. He retaliated, and they got the retaliatory hit. It's a cross-checking call. Shreveport did not appreciate the way he was hit into the boards, and that is a tough penalty to take with 3:28 now left in the third. Give us a chance to thank all our billets for everything they do for us in the 2019-2020 season. Big thanks to Dave Percotta, Casey Ryan and family, Zach and Jordan Chode and family. They are here tonight. Miss Lydia Davis, Levi and Charlie Dew and family, Jordan and Lindsay Gamble, Mr. Jim Hacker, Miss Sue Hammock, I love her chocolate milkshake, Spencer and Candace Hardy and family, Brian and Kristen Hill and family, and Jennifer Horton, Mr. Chuck Lander from Chipotle Mexican Grill, Karen Mitchell and family. They are here tonight. Scott and Karen Muskin and family, Martin and Carla Mueller, Kyle and Paige Porter, Randy and Tanya Reeves, Miss Joanne Seaman, Don and Janice Watton and family, and Ross and Leslie Whitaker and family for all being proud billets of the 2019-2020 Mudbugs. In the box is Shreveport for cross-checking as the puck goes down the length of the ice. Mudbugs might have to take a chance here. Stenil winds, fire, stave made there by Balboa. He might have got lucky along his blocker. Played back to Brennan. Brennan now worked in deep along the near half wall. There to Stenil. Stenil now will saddle it in that near corner. Dropped off there to Guerra. Guerra played back up top now to Ricard. Ricard to Guerra. Guerra from the near half wall. Backdoor quick wrister. Pinball around. It was a bouncing puck on Brennan. Couldn't be handled cleanly. 1:10 left on the penalty. 2:35 remaining in regulation. Tied up a bit. Fans want a penalty. Brennan a shot. Blocked in front. And now guys are tied up. Waltman is held onto. And a break in the action. Waltman was trying to get up. He was being held onto there by Miklakos. A holding infraction on Waltman. Oh, you got to be kidding me. He was getting held onto by Miklakos. And Waltman is furious. And I understand his frustration. And now Waltman has got to cool it or he's going to get an extra 2. Waltman could not get out of that sandwich with Miklakos because Miklakos and him were tied up like a couple of love kittens. Just an unbelievable call at an unbelievable time, which goes against the Mudbugs with 2:24 to go in the third. That one should have been evened up, I believe, or at least called both ways. And now the Mudbugs are down 2 men. They've got to get one guy out. Face off one there by the Mudbugs. Metcalf's got to clear it. And they will. Back out to center. Worked back up ahead, and Stenil comes in offsides. Right on it as Garrow was trying to touch up. So what the Mudbugs are going to have to do now, they're going to have to kill off the first 47 seconds of this 5-on-3, and then they're going to have to pull Balboa to go on a 5-on-5 deep into the Brahmas zone. That's the only chance, and that's what Coach Supi's thinking about right now as he looks up at the clock. This is a very, very tough time now for Mudbugs hockey, and a couple of tough penalties are going to cost the Mudbugs a chance here. Or at least a valuable chance, or a golden chance to try to tie it up. Worked into the zone, 5-on-3. The Brahmas have it. Guerra now to Stenil. Stenil through the high slot, fires, blocked in front. Can the Mudbugs clear? Now a chance here for Metcalf. Metcalf wants to go. And now Metcalf getting slowed down. Metcalf throws it toward the net. Oh, boy. Swinging at it there is Gockler. Penalty coming up. No, the net comes off, and that face-off should stay deep into the Brahmas zone. I wonder where this face-off's going to be. It should stay in the Lone Star zone. So now Coach Soupy, he's got to get some shooters out here. He's got to draw something up, because if they can win this face-off, they got to start putting some biscuits toward the oven. And they're going to have to score another shorthanded tally. They did it once tonight. Sherino ready to get out of the box 17 seconds from now. Gockler has it. Gockler will whack it in, but now it's played back to Stenil. Stenil now to Daskis along the far corner. He'll grind it along the near corner. Back up top to Ricard. Out of the box now is Sherino. Sherino comes behind. Backdoor, quick shot, goes wide. And now it finds the back of the netting, protective netting, and we will get a whistle. So 57 seconds now remain on Waltman's call, and he is absolutely furious right now. That was a tough call for Waltman to take. It thought they were both holding on to each other, and they called Waltman. Did Coach Soupy just call a timeout? He's going to have to call it at some point, but I don't think he's going to call it now. Now, Balboa's looking over at Coach Soupy. They're going to try to hatch something up where they get that puck in deep and try to pull their goalie for a 5-on-5 special. Now, they got to get the puck in deep, though, through the neutral zone. Natty Shack's got it. Natty Shack on over to quick wrister there, goes wide. And now back out to center. Nichols has it. Nichols thrown across there to Miller. Miller will whack it in. Balboa looking for the signal. He's not getting any yet. Coach Soupy says hold on. He's looking for some established possession in the offensive zone. He's not going to get it. Puck now, wristed in, and oh boy, gave away possession. Lone Star's got it, and Martin's going to work some clock off. Boy, Natty Shack's got to come around. Now through the neutral zone. Time running out on the Mudbugs. 30 seconds left. Oregon will grab it. Oregon back out to center. Cross-checked. Penalty coming up to Lone Star. And the Mudbugs have a ray of hope. That might be a makeup call. Cross-checking call. And it's going against Guggens. No, Huss. Huss will get the call. And now Coach Soupy's going to want to call the timeout. Huss in there for cross-checking. Rather checking from behind. I thought Coach Soupy would have called his timeout. He didn't. And now Waltman trying to get some instructions on where to go. Mudbugs have a ray of hope. Looking for a buzzer beater in them. Don't go anywhere. It's a 2-1 lead for Lone Star. Mudbugs trying to get a substitution. Are they going to be able to get it? No, Fetchko's got to stay on. Oh, wait a minute here. Well, Mudbugs had too many Mudbugs on the ice. Okay, so Smith's off. He'll have to get on as soon as he can. 28 seconds left in regulation. Mudbugs trying to beat the buzzer from the left wing circle. Face-off won there by Lone Star. Now battle at. Kicked off the far side boards. Kept in there by Gerard. Mudbugs now on the man advantage from the far corner. 19 seconds to go. To the near side there to Fetchko. Fetchko back up top to Miller. To Gerard from the far circle. He has trouble handling it. Oh no, overskating the puck. Mudbugs got to get it on net. 5 seconds, and the puck is whacked back out to center toward the empty net. Score. That'll do it. Empty net tally for Matt Guerra. 3-1 Lone Star. Mudbugs fought hard, and it's going to come up short tonight on the eve of Thanksgiving. The Mudbugs' 3-game win streak will come to an end tonight. And you got to think about that penalty on Waltman, which really altered the Mudbugs' chances to try to tie it late in the game. As the puck is dropped and the horn is sound and the game is over. The Mudbugs' 3-game win streak is over. And the Mudbugs now will head into the Thanksgiving break trying to bounce back from a loss. Final score, Lone Star 3, Shreveport 1. Stick around for the Raisin Canes postgame show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Janice Watt and General Financial Advisors are excited to support our 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Their experienced staff are ready to assist you with your tax, accounting, and financial needs from birth until retirement, including life insurance. Call Janice at 318-219-4188 and set up an appointment. Your consultation is free, or log on to gfapartners.com. We are here for you. Go Mudbugs! Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Welcome back into the NYTEX Sports Center. Final score, the Brahmas 3, the Mudbugs 1, and a couple of tough penalties late in the game against Shreveport cost them a chance to try to tie this game up, but you got to give credit to Lone Star. Thomas Daskus putting that out of midair, redirecting it home for his 9th of the year. It was the game winner at 14:09 of the third. It started with Dylan Smith at 1:21 of the second, scoring his first goal of the year on a fortuitous bounce off the end boards. Digby and Ozels got the assist. It was a 1-0 Brahmas lead. Then Giannis Vizbella, shorthanded, got on a breakaway thanks to Carson Nichols, who found him on that break. And Vizbella is able to wire home his second of the season. It tied the game up at 1. And then at 14:09, like I said, Thomas Daskus out of midair on the power play. Perfect pass. Rather not a perfect pass, rather thrown in the air from Eric Huss. And Baez also got the assist. It was Huss and Baez with the assist, Daskus' 9th. And it was a 2-1 Lone Star lead. Then at 19:58, Matt Garrett, empty net, shorthanded goal. The Mudbugs were trying to get on a 6-on-4 dealio, and the problem is the Mudbugs just couldn't settle the puck down to get any shots toward the net in that last 28 seconds. If they had, they might have had more of a golden opportunity. It was Guerra from Martin, which sealed the game at 19:58. Final score, Lone Star 3, the Shreveport Mudbugs 1, and Lone Star continues to stay hot. They've now won 6 in a row. They go to 41 points. They now have won 20 games on this season, 25-1. They are now 41 points, 8 points ahead of Amarillo, and 11 points ahead of the Mudbugs, who stay at 30 points on the season. Stick around for our next homestand. It'll be next Friday, or not this Friday, but the following Friday, December 6th. The Mudbugs will take on the New Mexico Ice Wolves. It'll be the start of an 8-game homestand and 10 of 11 at George's Pond. There'll be a 7-11 puck drop. 6:50 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram opening puck drop. I'm Chet Yoder, wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving. We hope you have a happy and safe Thanksgiving, and thank you, and a special thank you to all our fans, corporate partners, and supporters for tuning into our broadcast all season long. We can't do it without you. Enjoy the turkey, enjoy your loved ones, enjoy your friends, and enjoy a day off from work, most importantly. I'm Chet Yoder, reciting the final score once again on the eve of Thanksgiving. It is Lone Star 3, Shreveport 1. We'll see you the following Friday, December 6th. The Mudbugs return home to take on the New Mexico Ice Wolves. Until next time, I'm Chet Yoder, reciting the final score once again. It's the Brahmas 3, the Mudbugs 1. Have a good night and a better tomorrow as you've been listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. And as always, claws up.
Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey has been brought to you by Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, Raising Canes, Generational Financial Advisors, Scuba Ventures, DeFata and Associates, LLC, State Farm, Sterling Dental Center, and Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy. Thank you for listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. Until next time, claws up!